I'm here.
I'm about to mute.
Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy, serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back. Welcome to the Anthony Brown Show, this segment that we call ATL, Family and Friends. I tell you, we got a full house tonight, so y'all better sit back. Matter of fact, don't sit back yet. Put the children to sleep, because this show is not for them. Because we get down, we get dirty, and that's the disclaimer. So we're not responsible for what your children hear. So put them to bed, okay, right now. If you're new to the channel, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. Right now, we're about 31,400 subscribers. So we're on the road to 100K. So we get our plaque from YouTube. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We sure appreciate it. It costs you nothing. It's free. Statistics already show that about 80% of our viewers are not yet subscribers. So why y'all shacking up? Come on, let's make it official. Let's make this thing official now. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's free. And while you at it, click that thumbs up, which is that like button. That lets YouTube know that you appreciate what we're doing over here. And they then share our material with other people with similar interests, so they can come over and see what their families and the craziness is all about. And of course, comment below, and we will read your comments loud, live, and on the air. And if it's worthy, we'll show it and we'll respond. Tonight, I'm joined. Of course, you know I can't do this without my family, my tribe. They're out there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I got none other than who I got with me tonight. I got my sister, the very bright, the very beautiful Tyson's mama, Miss Tiama Sweetness.
Hey, beautiful people.
How you doing, Tiama?
Bless.
You out there making your coins?
You know this.
All right, Donna Summers. She works hard for her money. Yes, Lord. I know that's right. And let's see who else I got with me. I got my little big brother, you know what I'm saying? Brother from another. I wouldn't change him for nothing in the world. You know what I'm saying? He's my backbone, my everything. He gets on my nerves at times, but nevertheless, I love him dearly. None other than Mr. Legacy the Great.
ATL in this bitch.
Y'all continue to pray for him because he got issues.
What they do, baby? What they do?
What's going on, Legacy?
Oh man, I'm ready to get down to the bottom of this today.
Oh Lord.
Definitely, I'm ready to put them to sleep.
And, you know, Legacy, I had to search all over. I called on Miss Duncan Hines, Betty Crocker, Mrs. Paul, Mrs. Smith. I was looking for some juicy cakes. And, you know, I couldn't
Mm.
find voluptuous, round, plump cakes that make you just go lose your mind. So guess what? We found juicy cake. Hey, juicy cake.
Yeah.
When I say somebody said you were looking for me.
Yes, yes.
Here I go.
That's Miss Juicy Cake. How you doing tonight?
Oh well, blessings everybody. You know, still doing my job in the car.
Okay. I tell you, tonight's topic. What we're trying to do now, we're trying to start a new thing, a new trend. Every Thursday, we want to have a live show with special guests on various topics. Tonight's topic on this Thursday is why do women marry? Love versus stability. And a few women was unable to be with us tonight, so they sent in videos. So I'm going to show those videos on the screen. And as well, we invited a few sisters to be with us tonight, some queens, to be with us tonight, and they're gonna share us firsthand why do they marry, why would they marry, why were they married, if they're not, if they're divorced, whatever the situation is, and then of course we're gonna get a little nasty. We're gonna get a little
And tea. And
nasty,
tea.
and tea. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So let's bring on our special guest tonight. We have none other than the very beautiful. Well, let me bring Juicy back up here. Lost the signal. We have very beautiful Miss Jen Rev Reed.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Welcome,
Good
Jen.
evening.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you
having me
for
on
joining
the show.
us.
Thank
It's
you for
my
joining us. Yes.
pleasure.
Of
Thank
course, we have
you.
none other than Darlene.
Hello, everyone. Nice to be
How you
here.
doing?
I'm good. Thank you.
Peace and love.
And of course, we have none other than the credit chick, Miss Marion.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Miss
Hello.
Marion.
Hello. So are you're a credit repair, credit chick? Like
I cover a lot in the financial industry world. I cover credit. I cover funeral
sounds like
Hold
the
planning.
on,
show,
hold on,
Tony.
Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. We'll let everybody shine their lights. Oh, we got some light shiners up in here tonight. So everybody can shine their lights. And also we have none other than Miss Hammond herself, the author.
Thank you for
Oh,
having me. Hello, everyone.
okay.
Let's see.
Hello.
Good evening.
Did I leave anybody in the backstage? Okay, I got everybody on stage for now. So how everybody doing this evening?
Bless. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you for asking.
Savage one.
T Savage say, hey family. T Savage, our prayers go out to you and your family. Well, listen, like I said, the topic tonight is why do women marry? And it's such a touchy topic, but nevertheless, we're gonna jump right into it. But before we jump right into it, I want to show one video. You know, we have to get our holy on.
They weren't loyal to you. They were loyal to the opportunity. And a person who does not understand the value of loyalty will never understand the damage of betrayal. This is how we get hurt. We confuse loyalty with attachments. There is a massive difference with somebody who is assigned to you versus someone who's attached to you. Somebody who is assigned to you helps you complete tasks. But those who are attached to you only want to benefit from the task that you have completed. They don't view you as a person. They view you as a purse. People don't abandon what they want. They abandon what they were using. But I'm loyal. I'm a rider. Everybody is willing to ride while you're in the yacht. But who is going to row with you in a crisis? Loyalty does not require lights or eyes because it is a heart posture. It should not require my presence for you to be loyal. Loyalty is when you have my back behind my back.
Amen.
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 Well said.
And the woman.
Okay. Amen. Amen. A woman.
We got to be all inclusive.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see here. Legacy. You ready?
Trust me.
I think these women about to eat you alive tonight.
Look, Legacy. Come on, tell us why you want to get married.
That's in 2 weeks, boo. Listen, I want to show this one video. Check this video out.
What is the difference between a woman that wants to be a wife versus a woman that just wants a husband?
Oh, you know what? I think most of us are bred to just want a husband, whereas to be groomed and trained to be a wife means to understand how to respect masculine energy, how to truly be inside of your feminine, which means trusting the leadership of your partner, because feminine chooses certainty. Feminine doesn't choose flow, because feminine is flow, right? Feminine energy. When we choose to understand that it is our biggest opportunity to seek out the needs of a man without him expressing them, I think a beautiful opportunity for us to empower that man and ride through the storms. I feel like we live in a weak generation where things get hard and people immediately are like, oh, I quit, this is too hard. And that's like, it's never going to hinder you the result you want. If you keep quitting, it's to be groomed as a wife means it's compassion, it's longevity. That's where marriage starts. When you get married, you say, I do, it starts. Whereas other people, it's like when you get married, I made it. No, you didn't make it. You hate that man. You hate that woman. Y'all can't stand each other. You don't care enough to not disrespect each other or call each other out of your own name. You don't care enough to not want to sleep on opposite sides of the bed when there's a problem. You don't care enough to have the hard conversation so that you can move together more powerfully. That's just to have a husband. But when you want to be a wife, things are different, in my opinion.
That's very true.
All right. That's the first woman. About marriage. Do y'all agree or disagree with what she's saying?
Me personally, I agree. I think it's true, especially when she said we were living in a weak generation. I feel we're living in a time now where, unfortunately, and it could go to both parties, male and female, where like the men, unfortunately, are just not stepping up the way our grandfathers and our fathers have in the past, which have now opened the door for us women to step to the plate to be the provider, the mother. We wear so many hats, and the men just sit back because they're so depressed. Things aren't going the way they expected it to, and they get mad when we put on our masculine trait into the picture, because now it's like, okay, well, you think you could do it all by yourself, so you don't need me. And then it makes it seem as if we're so independent, but we're forced to be independent, and we're forced to do to survive. Okay, legacy. What's wrong?
I listen. I really hate when individuals start off like this, because even though she has some points, but what she has not factored in into that decision making was how so many women lobbied and fought to be in to be. Oh my God! Hold on for y'all to have this type of independence, for you guys to be in the position that you guys are in at this moment. There was laws and legislation that was placed into position just like this for what this beautiful woman said about how men have fallen back and are not doing the things that they used to do. Well, vast majority of women are not traditional women, so you can't ask for traditional coverage. If a woman wants traditional acting of a man, then she has to also be or presume a traditional role as a wife or a woman in that man's life. So those things go hand in hand. It ain't that all men are not stepping up. It's just that most, when we talk about us, we're tired of hearing that men ain't shit. We're tired of hearing about I'm an independent woman, I don't need no man. So when you study, speak things into existence, you can manifest that for your life.
So what if a man is offered a traditional woman, yet he is not stepping up to doing what he's supposed to do? So let's just say I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing as a woman. You cannot say that I'm not a traditional woman. Now what?
Right?
So what is now his excuse? What's the
Then
issue
that,
of
then I would say, dear, that you have bad decision making
Because maybe
when
that's
it comes to
for you.
choosing your man. That's what that would mean. That don't mean that mean that he wasn't for you.
That's
That's
right.
what that means. That has nothing to do with you still stepping out of being the great traditional woman that you are. You just eventually gonna have to take your time and find that traditional man that values you in your traditional state.
I've said on previous shows, and ladies, don't chop my head off. But I said on previous shows that sometimes women make the wrong decision based on good dick.
yes and
He already,
no?
You
he,
know,
he
if,
already started.
if Junebug or Pookie or Tyrone come and lay it down right, y'all done gave him the password to the debit card, spare key, the password to the alarm system and everything.
Hmm.
In some
I
cases,
don't think that's always the case, in my opinion, speaking from my point of view.
Hold on. I think the say it. Who was just trying to speak before after Miss what's your name in the middle?
Jen, yes.
Miss Jen. Who wanted to speak after you?
I was saying that I agree to a certain extent what Mr. Brown was saying about the part about the good thing because in
No, no,
younger
no, no. You can say the word. We say the word on here.
um I cuss but I don't cuss. But anyway, yeah, about the dick part. I believe I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm gonna speak for myself. I got married at 23 years old
Okay.
for one reason at the time. So versus then from what I know now, I'm not married right now. I got married at 23 only because the guy I was with at the time was a good provider. And he had what me and my sisters need, being that my mom had just passed. So I married for what he could do for me at the time. Now, versus where I am now today, and why I would get married now is for a partnership. Somebody that knows how to lead, come in and we build together on what we're trying to do. And I also believe that if you're gonna marry, everybody should know their mate. That's the thing. People marry for all different kind of reasons. Marry a person like Brown said, for good dick, for looks, for whatever. Nobody knows that person for real, and then you have all these issues in marriage because now Pookie, whoever, even the women, they have different lives that you never knew about. She might present herself as a wholesome woman, but then you marry her and then turn out she's a hoe versus the other thing. So it's
A
like it's
whole hoe, not just a hoe, but a whole hoe out here.
I'm just saying like
Speaking of hoe, we have Miss Hammond is an author, and one of the books she wrote is "Things a Hoe Taught Me." Miss Hammond,
Yes.
that's one of her books. So y'all want to definitely go to Amazon and reach out and get your copy of her book. She has that book and also "Raped by a Prophet."
yes.
Mm.
That's her second book. So Miss Hammond, what's your views on this topic?
Um, I would say in past tense, women used to marry for stability. And a lot of people in other, other countries, they would set their kids up for, pre-marriage or for marriage, based on the same thing, stability. But
Mhm.
now I would say women are more stable than they've ever been, They have careers. They make their own money. They run their own households. So they don't necessarily need stability in that area now. So I would say I would marry for love and stability. Now I'm divorced. The first time I married for love, but this time, baby, we going for partnership. We going for stability. We going for all of that. Even though I'm already stable, we go build our empire together, and we go rule the world because we
Yes.
coming up together.
Yes.
Now you say love. Jen mentioned something about love earlier, and so did Darlene. So I just want to ask a overall general question: what does love look like? What does that look like or feel like to you?
Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not uphold you in wrongdoing. Love is your support.
That's right.
Love is picking you up when you're down. Love is praying you through when you need to be prayed through. Love looks like different forms and different sizes and different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Love is whatever love is to you.
Mm.
Amen, amen, girlfriend. I agree with all of the
Mm,
above.
mm, mm,
Love
mm,
is
mm.
Right into this Hammond. Legacy, go ahead.
Oh, one minute.
Go ahead.
I did read something. They took a study last year, and they said 90% of people check that they marry for love.
She on the money. She on the money. 93%.
Okay.
Kamal says. Kamal says on a whole. What do you say? On a whole, modern day women are
Right.
taught how to be independent by their elders and not how to be a wife. Most males don't have a strong man to model themselves after. This is the equal society we've asked for. That
Oh,
was beautiful.
I gotta say something to that.
He, he also says, "Oh, I got facts on that too. The younger, the younger a woman is, bonds are made for the lust and love. When a woman gets older, the bands or the bonds are for stability." Let me just that was nice, Kamal. We appreciate that. But I want to address Miss Arthur. We say that love is all of those things, and those are things that we were taught in order to view love through our lenses.
Mm-hmm.
Most people way of love is how they were taught to love and what love looks like to them. So if me and you don't have the same look of what love is, your love may run out for me
Mm-hmm.
faster because I'm not reciprocating to you what you think love is. So
And that's
therefore if we're going in basing off of what your action of what love is, and mine is different. My way of showing love may be a little bit tougher than yours, and that's how I'm just talking in general. That hey, this is how love looks to me. So
mhm.
when you're talking about love, love has to be a thing of being spoken of in the beginning before we start having these feelings. What is your idea or ideology of what? That was a beautiful question because everybody needs to know what love looks like to everybody else. So
That's right.
that if you go into this and not asking what love look like to you, and I'll ask you what it looks like to you, now my way of showing you love may be different. And you be like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like how you show me love. I don't like how you show me stability because we all live in different lives. So we have to in order for love to really exist, you have to create a melting pot from both sides that you accept some things that the way that they love and they accept some things from the way that you love and you create the love that you're looking for within y'all team, y'all partnership. But if you only looking at love from a lens of where you thought and how love is supposed to be, you're doomed.
yeah.
It's
Yes.
doomed.
Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Hammond,
I
hold on, Miss Hammond, before we go any
mhm.
further, I just want you to elaborate on. Can you tell us a little bit about your book, so that the viewers can definitely go out and get a copy?
Yes. Before I lose my thought, that's why it's important to be equally yoked.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to teach your mate or your potential mate how to love you.
That's right.
It's important to let them know this is how I like to be loved. I love gifts. I love for you to come and support me. This is how you talk to your partner. You're supposed to let them know that. And if you don't know a certain thing called love languages, you need to learn each other love languages.
Yes.
If you are not equally yoked, it's not gonna work. You doing from the beginning.
I would mention,
And it's
I
not
like to
just
say,
when we say equally yoked, we're not just talking about finances. We're talking
and
about
spiritual.
mentally. We're talking about sexually. We're talking about all of it, baby, because I need it all.
Yep.
But with
Yes.
that, I wanna ask you this. When we talk about what you was just saying about equally yoked, and like for instance, me, I don't celebrate holidays. I believe all of that is man made, and we people that go out and celebrate these things don't know the actual factual truths behind the holidays that they serve and believe in. I met a few couples recently that are in their 60s and 70s up here in the town where I live at, and I've met Christian women whose husbands are atheists, and they've been married for over 55 years. Spiritually, they would say that is unequally yoked. So I guess with the rate of the people are being divorced in the United States of America right now, nobody is equally yoked.
That's
Because
right.
the only thing so that means that the only thing being equally yoked means is you got to find somebody that when you're looking for nobody's gonna get the whole pie. Everybody has to complete. You and that person makes the pie whole. So the reason we may be missing our love, our ribs and our mates is because we're looking at things from a lens of I ain't gonna be with a man because I like gifts, I like holidays, I like this and that. But your man might be somebody who don't do that, but he loves you and he shows you that he loves you. If these are the things that this man do not do, but everything outside of that, he shows you he utterly loves you, are you gonna bypass a man who shows you daily he loves you and have your back, but he don't like to go and be around other people? Are you gonna not be with that man that don't celebrate holidays? Are you not gonna be with that man that look at your birthday and Valentine's Day and say, you know what, baby, these are every day that you wake up is a birthday. Every day that you was afforded the opportunity to wake up, your birthday was that day. Are you not gonna love that man and want to be with him because he decided that this ain't what he want to do?
That's where compromise comes in. And that's, remember when I said you have to teach your partner how to love you? Okay,
Yes.
I may not celebrate Christmas or whatever, but my partner does. But I'm gonna make sure that she feels special that day. I don't have to give gifts. It's not all about me. That's what
No, no, I'm not.
compromise
I'm not
comes
talking about.
in.
I'm not talking about you in general. I'm just
Oh no,
talking.
no, I'm talking in general, baby.
Okay,
No, I'm
okay,
talking about in
okay,
general. No,
okay.
that's where
Jennifer and
compromise
Darlene. Jennifer
comes
and
in.
Darlene, good comment.
Yeah, and I also wanted to tie in onto what LaQuisha said, which is true. I agree with you. You know, being evenly yoked, if there's a man, he doesn't celebrate holidays or he's not big on family, then we need to substitute. You need to learn to love me other ways. Okay, you don't celebrate holidays. There's 364 5 days out of the year. So in that case, you have 364 other days to show me love,
Mhm,
appreciation.
mhm.
I feel as if holidays should matter, birthdays, Valentine's Day. We should not choose just one day out of the year to buy me flowers, balloons, a teddy,
Exactly.
a beautiful ring, however, whatever people buy on those certain days. You have way
Mhm,
too many days and there's too many ideas. Date night. Let's do it on a regular. Let's do a routine. I feel as a lot of people just follow the trait that they see everybody else doing, the trend. They want to post something on social media. They want
yep.
pajama days for the holidays. So they just do what they see people are doing, yet they don't do what feels good for them.
That's
They
right.
want to
Exactly.
show out for their friends.
Mhm.
Yes, doing it for the gram, the social
Yep.
media world, but we're not
Darlene,
doing it
would
to
you?
keep home happy. And we're the
I,
only ones here that got to deal with each other. Yet we're being fake
Mhm.
because we're really doing it in post, but it's not what's in the heart.
That's
Right.
what's
right.
up.
What you
That's
gonna
what's
say?
up.
What I was gonna say, I agree with the love language type thing, but that's what I was saying earlier. You have to get to know the person. So what the gentleman said, if your man, whichever his wife or husband, doesn't celebrate something, when you take a wife and a husband, you're building your family anyway from what y'all are building or trying to build. So if we love this way and however we choose to love each other, that's what we choose to do. So being as okay, don't celebrate this or you don't like this or you don't like that, then like Laquita said, we have to compromise and come to some kind of agreement, and let's make our marriage work the best way it's going to work for us, and don't worry about what people are doing. And like Jen said, that's the problem. People want to be married just because they friends married or they sister married. Don't nobody want to be married these days because they looking for the right reasons to be married. They just want to say, oh, he married me, or I married her, or whatever the case may be. And that's why we got so much people being divorced right now, because nobody is marrying for the right reason. And they're not taking the time to get to know their mate. They just want to be doing whatever they're doing. And that's why they got problems on top of problems.
That's true. Listen, I had Miss Paula, well, several ladies, but this one is Miss Paula Massey. She's the owner and operator for Cakes Etc. here in West Palm Beach, Florida. She was unable to be on the show tonight, but she sent in a video. Check this out.
Good evening, and I do apologize for not being able to join you live. Anthony asked that I speak on why do women get married. Please note that this is opinion of Paula, not the world. And I do believe in all these things. One of them is love. First of all, you got to have some kind of chemical connection or love towards the person. Some people do get married and don't know the person, but not me. Next one is security. Just a sense of knowing that you have somebody there for you and that can help you both in your marriage and financially. Sense of family. This is for the younger people. They usually want a husband so they can have a family, children. And mine is faith. Because of my faith, I was taught to not shack up to marry the person if you love them and you want to be with them. In some religions, they are, arranged marriages, but in my Christian faith, we are taught to marry and not live with each other, like shacking up. Love is love to me. And if I love you enough to want to be with you for 20 years and you call me your girlfriend, then I love you enough to marry you. I hope this helps. Thank you so much, Anthony, and everyone have a good evening.
Love is love.
Thank you, Miss Paula. So y'all go over there to Cakes Etc. on Military Trail in West Palm Beach, and her baked goods is by far awesome. The best cakes, sweet potato pies. Look at Darlene.
Hungry. You said that's my love language, sweets.
Okay, I know that's right.
Well, listen, Tony. I want to before we move forward, I want to dive in and just give out some information.
Hold on. Hold on. Welcome to the show, Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie.
Welcome, Bonnie.
Hey,
Hi,
Bonnie.
Bonnie. How you doing?
So go ahead. What you saying, Legacy?
All right, I want to just give out some numbers. I really came home from work and hey, and say this. This topic was a topic we've dived in on numerous occasions, but tonight was a little bit more special because we do have a whole podcast of women that are going to be giving their input. So I don't think that when you come on here like that and there's this many women, you better have some facts. So In
You ain't got
2009,
none because you been with a woman for 50 years and ain't married yet. So you ain't got nothing.
I don't.
Nothing.
I don't. First of all, I'm not gonna
Nothing.
let you draw. I'm not gonna let you draw me in on this tonight because this 2 weeks.
She's
Two
trying to
weeks.
When do my sister get a ring?
I
Ooh.
don't. I don't know nothing about no marriage. Oh, for
Uh,
2 weeks.
you know what? I ain't dealing with that foolishness.
So listen, I'm gonna say this. Um, Census showed that in 2019, there was a 16.3 rate of new marriages every 1,000 women in the United States of America.
Mm.
16.3 marriages with women within 1,000 women. So every 1,000 women, only 16 women got married. That's not black, but that's just women in general across the United States.
All right,
Um,
pause on that statistics. Pause on that statistics. And you got to also make that side note of the why. Because the half of the men ain't
hold on,
available.
hold on. That's not true. Half of the women that the men are looking for, their type that they trying to find, that is already all the way built up, may not be available. But hold on, I got some information for that when we get to that. But the average age of marriage in the United States is from 15,
What?
yeah, 15 somewhere in the United States,
Mm.
sure, and over. Um, but the divorce rate, is as of right now. I mean, it's up from 16.5 in marriages. This in 2019, and the divorce rate went up to 17.6. Let me show you something. The let me see. Yes, new marriages in the United States of America are generally at this number from the ages of 20 to 25 get married, but 60% of those marriages are doomed in 8 years, and that's 60% women are getting, and 73.7% of women initiate divorce inside of the United States of America. That's just a little bit of what I got on this paper. So this is when we're talking about stability. This is when we're talking about love. So from 20 to 25, within 8 years of them people being together, they don't even like each other no more. They're just marrying because, like earlier, somebody mute because I can hear you in the background. Please, somebody. I think that's you, Kate. Juicy mute.
I'm trying to.
Okay. But this shows that marriage is in a very depleted area right now within the United States of America. That from 20 to 25, when most people want to get married and are diving out and have most of this so-called love or dopamine in their mind, that I love this individual. 20 to 25 are divorced at a 60% rate. And that's crazy. So again, what are people really marrying for? Because it can't all be just about love and stability, because love and stability ain't holding marriages together.
I would say the main reason that people should get married, well, I'll say my opinion for the men's show 2 weeks from now.
Really?
In my opinion, it's
I
personal
feel one of the
preference.
main reasons y'all should get married is for love. The next reason that y'all are compatible. The
Yes,
next reason that you have came to that point, no matter what this person, you got to be friends first.
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
when I say friends first, because let me tell you, the first 6 years you're gonna be somewhat okay. Something about that
Mm-hmm.
seventh year, you ain't gonna like shit about that person. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. To where you calling that nigga, what's up, roommate?
See?
y'all ain't even doing none of that. But if you got a friendship and a love, no matter what go on, you cheat,
Right.
he cheat, y'all gonna be together.
Right.
And that's what a person's seeking from
Now that
being
somebody done got that pussy, ain't
married.
nobody. Oh no.
Then that's a lie.
Oh no.
Me, I have definitely cheated. Well, I wouldn't call it cheating because I hadn't told you where I stood on it. It's your call if you ain't want to leave.
That's
And
right.
guess what? We still together. So I don't believe that shit. And secondly, a lot of these marriages that you're talking about fail. A lot of women get tired of holding a nigga hand.
That's
Mm.
right. My God.
You be
Been there,
thinking,
mama. Come on.
listen, I could love them through
That mean you
anything.
picking bad men. That mean you
No,
marrying
no,
bad men.
listen.
Mm-mm.
No, that's called,
That mean they
especially for
camouflage
African
themselves.
American women. We feel that we can change a man.
Yes.
We
Oh
feel
God.
if we pour into you, you
Come
will get
on.
off your ass and you will do all the stuff that need to be done.
Come on,
But
Tam.
That's how
after
it's
you have
supposed
a
to be,
woman
not
be
a
your
feeling.
mama for so long, she be like, you know what? I got enough kids. I'm raising you. I'm raising my kids. One of y'all, you gotta go. I
Yeah.
can't make my kids go, but I can get rid of your ass for
Amen.
starters.
Yes.
Then you have these brothers that say that they straight men and they on the DL. Let's
That's
get
what
it
I
out
mean,
there, honey,
unavailable. That's
because
what I
last
mean.
year was the year. Google that. When you get facts, bring them facts.
Come
How
on.
many
Bring
people
I'll
them.
look
got
them up.
divorced because they man was in?
The other man inbox.
But hold on, that may be true, but
And
a
then
lot of
if a woman is with a man, and let's say she done been there that whole time,
mm-hmm.
you try to keep cheating on a person, you think that mean a female love you because she dumb enough to let you keep walking out and coming back in, being your little nut rag? Hell no. Nah. I'ma divorce you 20 times.
Yes.
See,
So
and that's where
you
the
really
problem
gotta
lies.
factor in all that. Not saying that women are perfect, honey, because we could be some
Oh, they
shady
not.
ass bitches. Don't get it twisted.
Things are hopeless.
But
Yes.
normally a woman will go through fire before she
That's right.
let go of man.
That's right.
Yes.
She don't just wake
Yep.
up and be like, you know what, deuces, man, he
That
gonna
can't be the
change.
truth.
Okay,
That
let
can't
me
be the
see if
truth.
he gonna change. A nigga will leave a female
That's
5,000
not true.
times quicker than a
That's not
female will
true.
leave a man.
Let me
Facts.
give you some,
The
let me
first
no no
the
I'm
first
finna
thing
give you
that
the
come
numbers.
out your mouth,
I'm finna
if
give
she
you the
get that
numbers.
pussy up, I'm gone. But you
I'm
could
out
get
of
that
there.
street dick up a million times and you want
I'm
her to stay
gone.
there.
No,
Facts.
no. First of all, I agree when you said a minute ago that when that situation occurs and if that female was to find out, the option on the table for you to leave or accept it is up to you. You just said that. So I
But
don't. If
legacy,
I
a
no
nigga
no
gonna
no
run
no
for
no
the
no
door quicker than
no
a
no
female will.
no no that's not the case because the numbers that are here that
You
says women
you
file
telling
for
me about
divorce.
numbers. I'm telling you about you.
No, you
You be
can't
the
tell me
first one.
about
You
me.
let
But the
listen.
thing of
You
it
know why
is,
them numbers? Listen. Hold on, y'all. Let me clear up all these numbers. Because if we gonna bring
Mm.
numbers, let's bring facts. Like you said,
Bring them.
women are the first ones to file for a divorce because it be the
73.
niggas that's doing the cheating. And if a woman
But you
is
don't
cheating,
know
let's
that.
get straight.
But you don't know
Y'all
that.
niggas are too dumb, and a woman don't get caught unless a bitch
No.
snitch on them.
I
Period.
mean, that's what normal. I mean, I can agree with women cheat better,
Period.
but that still don't make them no less of a hoe.
Exactly. So that makes it to where the divorce rate for a woman to go first to file for a divorce, it
Hmm?
makes more sense because
It
y'all
don't make
cheat
sense.
dumb,
You're
y'all get
basing this off
caught.
of how you're basing this off of a feeling.
Oh
You're
no,
basing
I'm
this off
basing
of
it
a
on facts
feeling.
in life.
You don't have the facts.
Facts
You're
in
just going by
life.
what you're hearing. You're not going by the
It ain't
feeling
no
because the numbers speak.
but you know
listen.
what? Those
Only
Numbers
numbers
ain't
thing,
don't
only
lie.
rep.
thing the numbers tell you, legacy is females be the first one to file for the divorce. That's
For
after she
any
done got
reason.
ran through the mill with that nigga.
But hold on,
Those
let me give you
numbers
some
What
more.
is
don't
you talking
Hold on,
represent
about?
the
okay,
majority. Those
okay.
numbers, those numbers don't represent the majority because the majority of black people don't do surveys.
Listen, only thing that
That's
number is
their
showing
fault.
you who filed for the divorce. It doesn't say why they filed for divorce.
Let me tell you what they say about
Why women
why they.
first
I'm
want to
gonna
run.
tell you why they say. I'm gonna tell you why they say it. Do you know the number one reason for divorce in the United States of America? Somebody tell me.
What
Sex.
is it?
Sex.
No, we got too many. We got too many women on the panel that are speaking that don't. If I need to know, somebody know what the answer is.
Sex.
I need to
Sex.
know.
Do anybody know what the number one divorce purpose in the United States of America is?
No.
That when women
They
file.
done tell it to them. They say sex. Are they wrong? They
No, it's
said
not. It's
sex. Are
not
they
sex.
wrong? Give
It's
us the
not
number.
sex. It's not even cheating.
Finances.
It's
What is it?
is what
Finances.
irreconcilable differences, meaning that they can't get along. That has become the number one reason for women to file for divorce. Not abuse, not cheating, not finances. It's irreconcilable differences, meaning that if I don't want to be here no more, I can go to the courthouse and file irreconcilable differences, even if there's nothing wrong with the man in the marriage, and the courts will allow you to file for divorce.
Okay, let me speak up on that because that's an item that you check on that application, and it's
Yeah.
actually the easiest way to get your divorce faster.
Yes,
So it doesn't
yes.
necessarily mean that that's the reason because I
It,
got divorced
it
on the
doesn't matter.
irreconcilable. But it does matter because see
It
these women.
does.
Hold on, but the women who are filing, they could be getting abused, they could be being cheated, they could be being neglected. But if they gotta prove this stuff, now that's gonna take their divorce a long time. They might end up dead waiting on that shit to get proven. So if you file
But let me.
irreconcilable differences, you can get out of it and be free and alive. You
That
have to
that
look
that's
at the
not
loopholes.
listen. That doesn't prove. Listen, that's like saying an individual who has been raped, or a person who has been molested, or somebody who has been assaulted. Hold on, sitting up there, going to the police department and saying, "Hey," and they know they're assailant, and they go up there and say, "This has been done," but I'm not willing to tell somebody that that person did it, even though that they know them. You
So
cannot sit here and
no
say, you cannot sit here and say
legacy.
that hold on, just because that's an easy. If I'm going to say irreconcilable differences, I'm also going to say that I'm battered and bruised so that they can know how serious and the reason why I need to get the hell on. So don't say that people, we don't know what people's other intentions are. But if they're counting the numbers and the numbers say that more people are filing, I can't get along with this motherfucker no more and I want to be here, and it's not saying I'm getting beat, I'm being abused, then that's what it say. You can't say what somebody else's thought process is, Juicy.
I'm not saying what somebody else's thought process is, but I'm a divorced woman and I got divorced in the at-will state of Florida. And the easiest way to get out of my motherfucking divorce was to file irreconcilable differences.
Facts.
He was a
Okay,
cheater, he beat on
okay.
me. Okay, but ain't none of
This,
that documented. And I ain't
okay,
need to
that's your
have it
fault. But
documented.
that is
It's
your
not a
fault that
fault.
you didn't document it.
No, it's not a fault. I'm free.
That's your
I'm
fault that you didn't
divorced.
document.
I'm
You didn't document it.
happy.
That was your fault. Yeah, I
No,
understand that.
but
But
you
don't
gotta,
say
you
that
have
when
to
You're not
people.
listening to her.
legacy. You're not
You're not
understanding.
listening.
See what
Yeah.
part you think? You think women hate men. See, a lot of these women who are marrying, they married for love, they married for security, they married to be in a relationship. And then y'all men, y'all trifling.
That's
Y'all
right.
just gotta accept that. Y'all
No,
don't know
no,
how to be.
I can
Look,
never accept that men are traveling because I know that women are hoes too.
hey, I know women are too. I ain't knocking them.
Okay, let's put it
I
all
know,
in the melting pot.
Oh my
look,
goodness.
I know women who beat their husbands.
Yeah.
Okay? So come on, we can talk about that. And that nigga ain't filed for he was being abused. His
She
document said
going to jail.
irreconcilable differences.
She
No,
going
she
to
didn't.
jail.
No,
No,
she
if it was
didn't.
me, your
No,
ass going to
no,
jail.
nope, nope. Their divorce say irreconcilable differences because he ain't wanted to be known that he was getting his ass beat. You gotta think people do
Facts.
stuff.
Right.
Okay,
The
them
I
difference
agree
them
with that.
is
them
Listen.
statistics are documents that don't mean shit when it comes
No,
to real life.
right.
because you just got to put
No.
everything to put down just to file the divorce, like she said, at will law of Florida. So it's not to say that's the reason why she divorced, but that's what she put down is what she's saying as to why the numbers are
Eh,
incorrect.
eh,
But legacy, why you think people just all of a sudden not getting
Uh,
along? and that's what
D,
Well,
because they have
D,
hold on,
house that
hold
they're
on, hold on.
DP says all men are not trifling, and DP, you're not. You're fabulous. I love you.
All right.
Go ahead and finish your statement, man.
you were saying the numbers, and you said because of what the reason was for divorce. I'm asking you why you think the people have differences in the house. They're just not like the lady said. They're not just stating what the differences are. They don't wake up and just say, "Oh, I'm not getting along today." They just ain't been getting along
Now,
ever. They decided
ma'am,
one
I ask you a question. I ask you a question.
like
If
take
somebody assaulted you, and you can go file a report, right? Are you and you know who your assailant is? Are you not gonna tell who assaulted you, or are you gonna give the information?
But
I think
listen,
So,
that's
Legacy,
different.
this is what you're
They
missing,
don't do
Legacy.
nothing for you.
You missing what Juicy
legacy.
You got to
said.
be dying almost for somebody to do something
You're missing
without.
what Juicy said. If she tell the people that she's been assaulted, now there's a long
Mm-hmm.
process because it's called investigation. If I tell
Mm-hmm.
you it was what is it, differences, I could be finished in a
screens
week.
for a sec.
Look, and the
Mm-hmm.
thing about it too,
So they just trying to get out.
military
Hold on.
women and military marriages are included in that statistics. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of divorces do not report what they're going through because the soldier, it takes away their pay. I've had
Mm-hmm.
so much happen to me that motherfucker should have went and got locked up. But we would have had
Kate,
Article 15s come
Kate,
against us.
guess
No, let
what?
me
Guess what?
finish. Let me finish. We would have had Article against us, which would have taken money out my household, not his
Mm,
pocket. So guess what? I had to say, do I need to eat today? Or can I just excuse that? We can sleep
Yeah.
in the other room and I can keep
Yep.
my money. And he can keep going to work, making the money because we need to make sure we pay our bills and get through this. It's a lot of things that people deal with in marriages that single people have no
mm.
idea what they
And
doing.
they're too embarrassed to even mention it.
Exactly. Because it's
I
public
was
Okay, let's
record.
let
I was married.
let's since
I didn't give
since this
my I didn't give my opinion on why women should get married. And I
go
feel
ahead,
women
Kate.
should get married for love and security. I believe that marriage is like a ritual. And once you two decide that you're going to do this partnership and the thing together, as long as you all have your game plan written out like Think and Grow Rich describes,
Mm-hmm.
that's your game plan, the ticket to catapult in the world to be what you're supposed to be. You're indispensable. Nobody can come and destroy what you got built. That's how a marriage is supposed to be. Today, women are marrying for the fun and the likes and the thrills
Yeah.
of things, and then they're getting bored in their relationships.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't,
Mm-hmm.
but these also are women who didn't see marriage in their household. They didn't see marriage
Mm-hmm.
within their family. They just trying something new. And it was good
Mm-hmm.
until it got over and done with. But we
I
need to
got
marry for love.
I got a question for all the ladies on the panel. It's a sex question, but first I want to show this video, and then after I show this video, I'm going to ask this question. So make sure y'all churn and sleep.
One reason that a marriage will not work is because the husband does not lead and the wife does not help. You become his competitor instead of his complement. And one of the things that we face in the world today is a society that is constantly telling the wife, don't you allow your life to be submitted or to serve his. You go out and compete with him. You do everything as well as he can. Anything you can do, I can do better. The problem is that whenever a wife loses sight of what God has created her to do inside the household, she's not competing with her husband, she's competing with God's purpose. And when you compete with God's purpose, guess who never wins? You. Accept this fact, your man needs help, and God has sent you into his life to do just that. So what does he need help with? Everything. But how you help him is how you measure your willingness to submit to God's word. You don't help him by keeping a record of all of his wrongs. Go read 1 Corinthians. It says, love keeps no record of what? Wrong. When you find a fault in your man, you just put that on your list of things to fix at some point in time. But you fix it with gentleness and you fix it with love. You don't fix it by pointing it out and constantly bringing it up every chance that you get. God made you as a woman different from your husband for a reason, so that your strengths would complement his weaknesses and his strengths would complement your weaknesses. When you see something in your husband that's a shortcoming, you just add that to your job description. We'll fix that later.
Amen.
Alrighty.
That's how to make a
I
marriage
go in
work.
first.
Go ahead, Thelma.
That came from a man, and only thing I heard, be a dumbass person. Be real dumb. You supposed to be ignorant as hell. That's what I heard. I don't know what y'all heard. That's what I heard.
Anybody else want to comment?
I do. I want to as a man.
Go ahead,
I want
DP.
to as a man. And I know, thank you for everyone that's watching. Juicy, I love you. Legacy, I love you. Tayama, you know I love you. And everyone that's watching. ATL, I love y'all.
Oh,
Tony,
Hey,
I
look.
haven't forgot you. I love you, man. Let me go on. Let me go and share my spice and sugar and salt and that's not a gay term, by the way. Tayama, just throwing that out there. That's not no BL moment, okay? All
Oh
right.
my God.
So,
Okay, because you
all right.
know.
I don't care what people say. I don't care. All right. I got a website where they can leave their comments. All right. So I first want to say I do respect the Hagee ministry. Okay. I do not believe that message should have been aimed just for the women, because the Bible also tells the men to love their wife as Christ loved the church
That's right.
and died for
Amen.
the church.
That's right.
Okay? So if we're going to have a message for the women, we're going to have a message for the men, because they are the leaders of their household. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we got to balance out the relationships so the women are not abandoned from the house of God and from God himself. Okay? Because see, God did not establish love just for the women to value love. God established men to love their wives as Jesus, as Christ loved the church. And so there's a balance in that, okay? Even so much more, God even told the men, hey, leave your mama and your daddy's house and cleave to your wife. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now her now I didn't hear that scripture brought up just now, because that was a message directly to women. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Which I believe some of these men in the pulpit, I'm not talking to the Hagee family right now. I'm just going to say this directly, okay? Generally speaking, that sometimes some men need to leave that to the women to have a message for the women, okay?
That's right.
Because see, you got to balance that conversation out so it won't sound like you're being sexist. Because I don't care what people think, okay, and know. When it comes to the Bible, you have to balance the Bible out. Even
Rightly
even
divided.
in the Bible, Paul even said some things that sounded sexist. Okay? And see, just because people say things, that doesn't mean it's right by God. Even Paul had to renew his mind daily, okay, with the word of God. Even Paul, that used to be Saul, had to keep renewing his mind. So some of the things he spoke of was because of the things that they did traditionally back in the day, and they didn't let women have power. So sometimes it's like, and we know there are some examples that women were in power, like the judge Deborah. Okay, there was a judge by the name of Deborah. Okay, that showed you that God is not a sexist God. So it does depend on who's speaking and what they're saying. And I have to say, Hagee, he was speaking from his heart, but really he was, a part of that he should have left alone. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
balanced it out. Okay, because see, I'm about this. When it comes to, it tells, God tells us, when a man findeth the wife, he findeth a
The
good
good
thing.
thing. That's right.
Okay, so when you find a good thing, you don't treat it any kind of way, and really, you just can't find a wife and treat her with some type of feeling like she's a dog. She's not a dog. And she's not the only one that needs to be submissive. The husband has to be submissive to his wife like Christ was submissive to the church and gave his life to the church. So it sounds like there's a balance that has to be done. And really, we lost all hope in balance because we've done lost standards and we've done lost the original practice of having practical living habits to sustain ourselves. Okay. And so, in order to sustain ourselves, we need to hear that I love you, baby. All right. I love you with all my heart, with all my life. Okay. We need to hear those vows being brought back and confessions daily so that balance can be brought back in the marriage so people won't get it twisted. And a lot of people get it twisted because they're too busy trying to be man of the house. You don't have to be man of the house when you know you're the man of the house. Okay?
Come on.
All
All right.
right.
You
That's
don't
right.
have to be
Full
it
discernment
when
to a
you know.
sermon.
When you know it, your place. When you know your place, you don't have to say your place or show your place. You already know your place. So people have to
Amen.
know their identity and just relate to their identity and keep it moving like a boss. And so I respect women and men that's willing to take the lead no matter what, especially women. I would be wrong to say that women need to be quiet in the church. No, they don't. Actually, some of the mess that's going on in the church is because the women are speaking against it. And I'm so glad that they're speaking. I'm sorry, let me make sure I said that right, y'all. Okay. Some
I
of the
mean,
mess that is going
cucumber.
on in the church, I'm glad women are saying things because some of the men has messed up and the women are correcting some of the things that are going on. Okay. And let me go back to the scripture reference.
Uh oh.
Let's go and read that. Irreconcilable differences. Uh,
No,
all right.
still DoorDash.
Someone mute your order, please.
Okay.
Mute your order, please.
Tony, put that back up for Donovan to read what Chantel had.
Okay. Can you put that back up, uh, Tony,
The comment.
brother? Yeah.
Yes.
Irrecon- Irreconcilable differences is just a term used to identify anything that has happened within the marriage that you are not able to agree on or move forward from. Child rearing, intimacy, abuse, and money. I see
Right.
where she's going on that. Yes, I do. I'll tell you. Let's go back to reconciliation comes with every party agreeing. Okay, whether
Oh,
you disagree or not, agree. Okay, and work things out, and don't allow the world to consume your time on what you should do and what you should not do. Okay, I don't get my homeboys in my relationship because that's not their business. Okay,
Right.
that would
Uh-huh.
just help me. That would actually, if they say the wrong thing or say something that would actually pump me up of saying like I need to take a hold of my household, they're in the wrong because they don't need to be working out my marriage. They're not in my bed. They're not in my bed, and they're not in my head. So we
That's
got to work
right.
these things out the right
take the,
way. Okay,
take the
I'm
batteries out.
yielding, you all. I'm yielding. I'm done.
Hello, everyone. It's Crystal. I think women get married. I've never been married before, but I think women get married for love, companionship, and stability. Also, I believe for status, because some people just want to be saying, hey, they're married, that someone chose them, you know? But I think stability is very important, as far as like investments, life insurance, just knowing that you're set up in case something happens, you have someone else who could take care of the family or who could have your back. You see what I'm saying? And vice versa. I think as we get older, that's what we really look towards companionship because no one wants to die alone or be alone, But I do believe women do marry for love as well. I've never been married, but if I was to marry, definitely I'm looking for a man who will be my provider and my protector, and definitely companionship. And I love to laugh, someone that's very funny. I love to crack some jokey jokes. So I'm looking for that compatibility and that companionship, while women get married, and definitely stability. Okay, so thank you guys for listening to me and inviting me on the show.
That was Crystal. She's a nurse practitioner, and she's also a tarot card reader on Facebook Live. She's been a guest on our show previously, and she couldn't be on the show tonight, unfortunately, because she does her live shows tonight on Facebook, and she does readings for a fee, of course. But so since she couldn't be here tonight, she sent in that video. But thank you, Crystal, for sending in a video. Bonnie, you haven't said anything tonight. Let's hear from you, Bonnie. Bonnie, are you there?
Well, Bonnie, Clyde might have her a little occupied, but we know she's a rider.
Oh, oh,
Hello?
oh.
Is someone talking?
Well, anyway, like I said earlier, before the
I can't
video,
hear Mr. Brown.
before Donovan, I said I had a question for the panel, and it's a sex question. And this is a question that Legacy and I have been debating about for quite some time. And now that I have women on the show that can actually answer, because it deals with women, I'm going to tell you what his response was, and I'm going to tell you what my response was. And then we got women to verify and confirm the truth.
Their truth.
The truth.
Their truth.
Now, Legacy has this idea or this concept or belief or philosophy that when a man is having sex with a woman, he has to get in there for a whole hour before he busts his first nut, while she'd probably bust 5, 6 nuts. And he has to do it that way every time. My philosophy was, I don't think that's required every time. Maybe sometimes they want you to beat it up a whole hour, make them have multiple orgasms. Sometimes they just want a quickie. Sometimes, 5 or 10 minutes. What's y'all verdict on this? Was he right or was I right?
Tony was right.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It don't take an hour for nobody unless they just they got some miles on it and they not attracted to it.
And you don't gotta beat it. You don't gotta beat it like you took about 5 Viagra pills. Like it's unnecessary at this point. You unwon me. We're together. There's no need for it. Take it easy. I'm not going nowhere. So don't beat me up like you're afraid I'm gonna leave.
He said,
get it, girl.
Well, sometimes you want
to. He said he got to do that because it might be his last time.
I'm not going nowhere. Take it easy, baby. Take it easy. Jesus. 100. And then
sex starts in the mind.
I get it. It's a turn on. It makes a man feel good, like he's doing something. But you got sometimes we're tired too. Like we don't want a whole hour. Give me 2-3 minutes. Let me bust. You got yours, and then let's go to sleep. You wake up and do it again.
Yeah.
Nat family say, can you hear me?
No, I can't. Bonnie, go out and come back in. I can't hear you.
That's not me.
That's him.
That's Juicy talking.
Juicy, you sound very robotic. Juicy, you're robotic. Juicy, there you go. No, I'm saying Legacy. Now you know the truth to that.
I don't know the truth because that's their ideology. That's their thought process. Because these will be the same women that'll come back later and tell you in the middle of this process that
she don't have that gripper then. She ain't got that.
No. See, sex is just like you said earlier, it's a mind thing. And if you have had sex, you can learn to control yourself. The same way when men bust nuts fast because they don't have lack of control, then those will be the women that'll come out and tell you you're a 2-minute man.
Marvell says
No,
Marvell says
nobody said be a 2 minute man, but you don't want to be that man that she coming up with 1,000 excuses because she like, ain't nobody got time for a 20-year session.
Nope, not at all.
Marvell said my
I'm
niece
quick to tell your ass, bitch, I'm busy.
Marvell said necessary. She gonna get beat up every time.
She
I
said
tell
what?
you, I got something to do tomorrow, and you know you don't like to do quickies, so now I can't even help you. Mary and her
Listen.
5 sisters better help you. 4 sisters.
Hold on. What you just said, Tony?
Huh?
I thought
Tony
Marvell said
said something. Marvell said, not necessary. Well, like I
no.
say, the same way that these women are saying that they prefer 5, 10 minutes, there are plenty of women out here that say they want longer.
Not 5, 10 minutes, just not an hour.
No, we didn't say
Hold on.
not 5. We didn't say 5, 10 minutes. We didn't say we
No.
Somebody
not
up here,
talking.
Y'all talk.
somebody said 2 minutes up here.
Y'all talking about
True.
performance? What are
No,
y'all talking
I don't
about?
want
It
no
was
Hold
2
just
on.
a
minute
number
man.
being thrown out there.
Let's see if
Okay,
we
so
can
he
I,
hear Bonnie. Let's see if we can hear Bonnie real quick.
I'm here. You can hear me?
Okay, we hear you now.
We hear
good.
you now.
Welcome to the
Okay.
show, Miss Bonnie.
What's up? How y'all doing?
We're
We doing
great.
good.
Yes. Now, who said that I was a rider earlier?
She said she was a
That you was a
rider.
Because you
what?
A
that I'm a
rider.
rider. You know that I'm a
'Cause you-
rider.
Yeah, you here with us.
Oh, okay. Because I
What
thought you was referring to Bunny and Clyde's statement.
Well, I'm the one who said Bonnie. I said she probably got Bonnie got you busy because you're a rider. I'm the one who said that.
No, no, no,
Okay.
You
no.
Well,
do.
go ask the question.
What is the question? Hold on, give me a sec.
what was the question?
The
What's the
question was
question?
question
I'm
was
sorry.
directed to the question was directed to the women. Is it required that a man, when he get in there, he beat it up for a whole hour without getting any orgasms, while you done got about 5 or 6, while the woman done got about 5 or 6 to his one? Is that required? And the women here just plainly said no, it's not required.
No,
So
it's not. Why do you want to?
Most,
Why do you
well,
want to go
most,
for an hour?
he said that's his
Sometimes you
job.
sometimes you don't need sometimes you don't need an hour. So it don't take that long sometimes. Sometimes I might just want something on the lunch break. It just requires what it requires sometimes. You just
And
never
that's
know.
it. So,
Let me
And
like we
then there
said,
are times when
Hey
no,
y'all.
it just requires it
Hey,
just
I gotta
depending
stay
on
out of
that
grown
moment.
people's
There
business,
are
y'all.
times
Okay,
when
this is too grown for me.
There are times when I feel like as your mate, you should know each other's mood in your body. There are times when
hmm
I may want you to make love to me. There may be times I want you to beat it up. There may be times when we want to do foreplay. There may be times I just want to quickie and move. Every day can't be the same.
Yep.
If I know your
legacy.
routine every day, I'm not gonna want to.
but hold on, Miss
Marvell
Bonnie.
said. Marvell
We
said
gonna
it
have to
doesn't
have a
take
talk.
it doesn't take all that banging for hours for sex to be enjoyable for
Yes.
both parties.
Yes.
Now, let me rebuttal a lot of this bullshit that's being spread. You're basing this off of your coochie. You're basing this off of your coochie and what you can take and what you can't take.
I,
So, 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 so when we make these statements, we're only basing
That's
these
the
are not
only
facts.
coochie we can base it off of, our
So
own
hold
coochie.
on,
off
hold
nobody
on.
nothing.
Hold
I ain't
on.
got nobody else.
So the only person that have sat up here and said something within reason is Miss Bunny, who said there are times when she wanted stroke for a while, and then there are times when
I
she
said,
wanted 5, 10 minutes. So what I'm telling you is, and she said the key thing: if I'm a man and that's not what I require, and if I prefer for this to be because we supposed to be working together. So if I know that, hey, I don't really like to do quickie, it's not enjoyable for me. I'm not getting nothing out of that. Then you can't say that's why your woman has to know who you are. So let me wait till I get home and let's get this body tenderized and ready, so that when that time comes, we already know what we're getting into. Don't base my
No, that's
decision
not what
making.
I'm saying. I ain't saying
No,
wait till you get
I'm
So
home and
what
get
you're saying, Legacy?
tenderized and ready. That's not what I'm saying.
No,
no,
See,
I
Legacy.
didn't
you
say you did.
you're
I didn't say
hearing
you did. I didn't
What
say
no,
you
but
did.
No, what Legacy is saying that he is the type of man that's only one sided and can only do it one kind of way.
No, I just enjoy it the way that I like it. That's what I'm saying.
Legacy, some women like to keep their little cute coochies and they don't
Oh
want
Lord.
them drung out to where they got lettuce lips. You
Thank
trying to give women like me lettuce lips. Ain't nobody got time for that.
but you
Oh
know
you.
my
what
God.
what my thing is,
Kamal,
and
Kamal says
He say,
most
oh my God.
an
but you
hour
know
or
what my thing is, most dudes, y'all be hollering about what you're gonna do and all this stuff, but when it's time to perform, you ain't performing that 1 hour.
I ain't
Hey,
never
You ain't
had
listen,
that
staying
problem.
that one
I have
hour.
to go on live. Hey, listen, I have to go on record for my brother Legacy. He is telling the
I
truth.
ain't talking. No, I ain't talking about legacy.
He is
I'm
telling
just we
the
speaking
truth.
in general because legacy been talking about numbers and statistics all night. So when I'm
Mm,
saying most dudes, I ain't got the numbers and statistics. We just throwing
Let
it
me
out
tell
there,
you,
just speaking in
when he
general.
talking about that hour, Legacy is talking about Legacy
Well, I
himself.
can't speak for legacy because I haven't
Let me tell you,
had
you
it.
ain't gotta
During that
speak to him. You just
So I'm
gotta
hour,
just
talk to
talking
saying.
some of
about
his
rounds.
victims.
No.
His victims will tell you real quick, girl. His victims, they be like, and every time, girl, he wouldn't be touching me.
Now I see if we go rounds during that hour. I can't see
He
me
like,
banging the whole hour.
listen. No, and I'm not just talking about banging a woman. I don't. That's. I. You know, even Miss Bunny says she likes it beat up a little bit. That's what I'm talking about. But what
Everybody
I'm
like
not
their
saying.
back broken sometime. I mean,
Okay, but exactly. But my thing is this: don't then
play me against the freaking glass
I'm
but
sorry, bro. I threw you
sometime,
under
but
the
we ain't
bus.
talking about no
no,
hour.
no, but listen, baby, listen. All I'm saying is, and Tony brought this up, so I'm only defending me. And I have heard women who, like Miss Bunny say, dudes get and they do all this popping and talking. Has nothing, and that's true, I guess. Women know better than most. But most of the time, I think the young lady who read who wrote the book in the middle, um, most of the time it's about training. You have to be able to train yourself the same way a woman has to train herself to get used to her man. You know, if he's more than what she's used to, she don't just get on the rodeo and just ride the horse. She has to train herself to adapt to that. So for a man who wants to completely satisfy a woman that way, he himself has to train himself mentally because this is where the explosion takes place first.
Do
So
your
if you can
Kegel,
control
sweetie.
That's abuse.
that's not a damn abuse.
but you
But
know what?
the
You
same
want me to train myself for abuse?
You know what,
No.
Legacy though?
And let
For
me
real,
tell y'all, niggas like
I
Legacy
agree with you,
will
Legacy.
tell you he want to do all this to your junk. As soon as you get lettuce lips, he gonna drop your ass.
hold
Now,
on,
but you know,
hold on,
I will
Trevor. Go
say,
ahead, Kate.
Don't fall for
Go ahead,
that.
Kate.
I agree with you. I agree with you on do learn, get yourself together, and be for your partner. But at that same time, that's that couple's choice. That's not
Yeah.
every couple. So
Yep.
for whoever you date, they gotta be prepared to be able to be
Yep.
compatible with you and your sex drive. And that's the goal in any
Exactly.
relationship. Be
Yep.
Equally
compatible with
yoked
your
Yep.
mate's
And I
sex
feel
drive.
like
Make
that's
sure you
something that
please
they
them.
should talk about from the beginning.
Yep.
Right.
from the
Even before
beginning.
having
Yeah.
sex.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be letting women know. when
I
I get
do.
my hands on you, this is what I'm gonna do.
And if
Disclaimer,
you a
huh?
Listen,
person that's
A
hypersexual
warning
and
label.
you gotta have sex all the time,
no, 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 no.
For
That's
real?
no,
that's
I'm just
that's
saying no because there are
okay.
people like that out there.
Women too
And
like
I
There,
that.
feel like
there
they
are.
just
I had a guy friend who had a sex addiction, and we were talking, and I'm abstinence, and oh my lord, this dude here, I was like, counseling won't even help him. Like his overboard is whoa. And I'm like,
Real
I'm
nipple.
so glad that communication is the key to every relationship. And that open, clear communication leads to no misunderstanding. And as
Mm-hmm.
long as we
True,
keep them lines open and be honest
true.
and truthful, then the relationship gonna be what it's supposed to be. But when you hold back and you have your ulterior motives of what you want, but you still embarrassed about you and you can't speak up on it, man, you ruining things.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah,
sure you get your
yeah.
disclaimer. Cause legacy, don't
But
nobody want no hour every time, every day. Mm-mm.
I don't
Like
want it
you,
every day.
oh,
It also
and that's what
depends
I
on
said
how
when I
into
said,
your man that you are as well, and
yeah.
how you're feeling that day.
Miss Eccles
Someone
say,
said, Kia said, if you got good pussy or dick, a drive a person crazy.
oh,
Yes, it
I
does.
myself, I would prefer to have sex every day than an hour of 10 orgasms.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Or to be beat up every day.
yep.
Right.
It might be, I
but
had a long day. Be gentle. Make love to me. Be
Yeah,
soft. Like,
exactly.
give
yeah,
me,
yeah,
Ease
be
my
I
mind
gentle.
and
agree.
everything.
Your
Yes.
man is supposed to be
I
your peace, and it's not just verbally. I want to come home to a. Let's start off by making love, run the water, and I could do the same for you. It could be both ways, but make me feel good. Get into that moment, and I think it's
yes,
important. The fact that
Intimacy.
like that communication is
yes.
important in dating and friendship at the
Hmm.
beginning is important because if
Yep.
you dive into sex with someone not
Oh
knowing who
no,
you
oh
are
no.
for an hour, you're gonna make them run, and
Yep.
you're gonna lose them on day one. You're fired and
That's
your day
that's
off
then
after.
Tony. Tony, what did you say? Just because of, but that's the good thing about it. I'm an open person. I'm not afraid to talk about anything. I'm on a panel right now. The only other man on this panel, and got to deal with all this female energy on it. So I'm not afraid to talk about anything. But you know, communication is key. But like I say, for me or anybody, I mean, I've seen so many cases where women come out and say that the person that they're with doesn't sexually satisfy them. And not saying that an hour sexually satisfies anybody either. But what I'm saying is, uh, somebody need to mute. But what I'm saying is, most of the time, women will, hey, Ms. Evans, will shame a man. And we've seen, I guarantee everybody in the heard their old girl say, oh, this nigga don't last. As soon as I'm getting hot and I'm really getting into it, now this motherfucker already busting. I was fretful of somebody talking about me in that kind of way. This nigga don't last. So I made sure that I did what I needed to do to never be talked about. And if a woman tells me in the process that I done had enough, I gotta stop. But because most of them done already wrote checks that their ass can't cash too in the process of I'ma see if you can go that long. So it ain't a one way street. Most of them, and intimacy is somebody whoever driving can we mute. Most of us, you have these talks, and but nowadays you have to be careful because having these type of talks. Hold on. Who, whoever driving, let's mute. Okay, but most of the time, we all know.
Did you read that?
Okay, Tony, let me see it again. The womb of God knows thyself. But I mean, y'all ain't never heard women talk about men.
Let me ask
I
you,
have a
Yes.
question
every
for you,
time you last
Legacy.
an hour with every relationship that you're in, every time you
No,
have to take
no,
an hour
no,
and a
no,
half?
no, 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 no,
You
no,
never had
no.
seven.
Tony
You
over
said you had
exaggerating.
seven. I'm
Tony,
sorry.
Tony, Tony over exaggerating. I
Okay.
said my goal is anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour. He knew somebody that I was with that told him that every time it would be 45 minutes or better. So as we were going through that process, and he asked, because he hadn't heard it before, so he asked, "Is it true?" And she was telling him, "Hey, do it have to be like this?" And this is where that stemmed from. This ain't something that I'm telling everybody in the world that I gotta have it. That no, because before you learn, that's why I said there was a learning process. You had to learn to train. I had to learn to train myself to be like that because I done had 2 minutes and 5 minutes and 10 minutes and
Stamina.
12 minutes stamina.
Yes.
And stamina is here. It's here. It's mental.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Yes, it is.
What if a
You
person?
ever
What if a
been in a
At
person do
least you
not?
relationship?
got a 2 minute man, okay?
You
You
ever been in a
see?
relationship with a girl that made you just come in 5 minutes because it was just that good to you, or it's just always your long
For me,
term?
no. It's more of a mental. I'm not gonna say that I am because I done been 2, 5, 10, but my goal is to
I
never
think you
do
like them
that.
other ones better than the hour person. I'm
That's
just saying.
basically what it is. He got it set in
I'm
his
just
mind
saying.
to never be talked about.
Gotcha.
But
So every time
listen,
he
Exactly.
go in,
listen,
he got a point
legacy.
to
One
prove.
thing you gotta put in your mind: most women are not gonna talk about a man that was trying to put her first. When most women is disappointed in a man's sex thing, when you get that man that you know he only out to get him,
Mm-hmm. Speak.
that's when it becomes a problem for a woman.
Yep.
And I,
Yeah.
I was
You
I
if
thinking
know
the
you know
women
you're
same.
that
a
was in a
2 minute
whole
man,
marriage
you make
that
sure you do enough foreplay to where, honey, she's already there with you. But
Yeah.
being you
Okay.
got some niggas that just be like, I'm trying to get me, and she looking like, what the fuck?
Isn't that true?
Okay, maybe it was the first time he was excited, but when you get that again and it don't feel like okay, that's when women have a problem.
Yeah.
If you're a two-minute man, you better eat booty like groceries, pussy, and
So
all.
yeah, it's a difference.
I know
So you
women
know
that
you
are
You
doing
in
all
know,
of
whole
that, you be
I
marriages
quick
that
to be
have
like,
actually,
if
2 minute
I ain't licking and
men.
all that, I ain't sticking.
They are
You ain't
not
gotta worry about
satisfied.
that if you 1 minute man.
Well, hold on. I gotta show another
Like, what
Some
y'all
scenario.
women
sticking
they
on
get tired
again?
of that
Hold on, Tony.
sticking and
Go ahead
they
in the
get
middle.
me.
You see? See?
They get
Oh
tired.
God, they
Oh,
talking.
he can lick it. He can do all of this and all of that, but I need some deep.
That's right.
I was just making
They
sure
get tired of that.
So,
y'all gotta watch out what you're
Hi, my
licking,
name is Karma
and
Carmelie. I'm the author for Lessons from My Double Life. I'm also self-employed. I own a homemaker and companion services. And my answer for why I got married at 23. I grew up fast. So by the time I was 23 years old, I didn't want the single life anymore. I wanted stability, and I felt like being with one man and being with a man that's willing to marry me and give me his last name, that spoke value, meaning like, okay, this is serious, versus somebody just saying, oh, this is my girlfriend or this is my child's mother. So I got married. For one, I wanted to settle down. I no longer wanted to live a single life. I no longer wanted to date different guys and go through the on and off, breakup, makeup, toxic stuff that came along with it. And I wanted stability. I knew if a man married me, he was serious versus someone dating me for 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. Like once you say I do, even if the man is not serious or even if the woman is not serious, he still took the time out to say, I want you to be my wife. And that spoke volume to me. So I got married because I wanted stability and I wanted to be with one man. And I wanted to build with my husband. I never had a desire to build with a boyfriend or a child's father because I didn't value that kind of relationship. I always felt like if it was serious and if he was serious about me, he would marry me. And yeah, I got married because of that. And I'm not sure why other women get married, but I got married for that reason. And now I'm divorced and I'm looking to be married again whenever God sends me that husband. And this time around, with the knowledge that I have and knowing what I know, biblically speaking, a wife have more power and more authority than what she thinks through prayer.
Aww.
Listen, that's Karma. Karma Lee. She's an author as well. She's been a guest.
Yes.
She's been a guest on our show in the past. She also used to rap. She has a single out. She's good friends with Trina, Trina the rock star, Trina the baddest bitch. They're
Okay.
good buddies. But nevertheless, thank you, Karma Lee, for sending in your video.
Thank you.
I have a quick question for the women, because we had a show one night or one time, and we do the show once a year, and we're gonna do it again this year, and we might invite all y'all back again on this topic. But the topic was, does size matter?
Yes.
Absolutely.
It does.
Especially when you saying you about to get married.
Absolutely.
Yes, it
Yeah, it
does.
does.
So ladies, not
Hold
that
on.
Tony done.
Hold on.
But this,
So why does size matter?
Hold on, Tony. Hold on. Before we dive into that, I want y'all to ponder on this answer too. If
besides that, you
you're
have to know how to
talking,
work it.
we gonna dive. I just want to attach this to it. So let's say y'all are saying size does matter, right? But the key word you just said was, do he know how to work it? How if you're talking, if you let's say you're waiting to get married before you have sex, and this man might have the size, but he don't know how to work it, and he doesn't please you. How
It's
long
not
do
gonna
you
work.
think? So, do you think it is best to at least try what you about to get yourself involved in before you get married?
I'm gonna let the other people
See,
else.
there you go.
I think it's worth trying depending on the man. You're gonna have faults in a man. Everything is not gonna be perfect about him. But if you're gonna be celibate throughout the whole dating process and you don't find out what he's working with until you get married, it's not to say that's your fault. But now we just gotta figure this thing out. And the same way the girls is getting the BBL, you just gotta lay down and get that thing. You feel me? I don't know.
But see, so
Gotta work this
for
thing out
that,
somehow.
that woman
Well,
who's
honestly,
practicing celibacy
Mm-mm-mm.
before she gets married, sex is not what she's marrying for. And
Yeah.
so she's accepting the gift that she's receiving. It
Yeah.
doesn't size at that point don't matter. What matters is what she's receiving in that man. Is he the man for her? Not is he the right size? And that's the thing. A lot of people, we got men out here packing and ain't got a damn sense in their head. They packing senseless. The only thing they got to offer is dick.
Mm-hmm.
But at some
Keep
point,
it.
we got to be
Hold on.
honest. As women, we still want to be pleased,
Right.
and that's
Man,
where
So
physical
it's
exercises
gonna
as a
come along.
woman,
That's where
as
it's
a
gonna come
woman,
along. That if our partner is not packing, this is where we as women we gonna have to teach them. There are certain positions. Oh, baby, you gonna have to do. If
Yep.
you ain't
mhm.
packing, the edge of the bed gonna be your. That's gonna be your best position.
Mm.
Listen, I talk to
That's gonna be your
numerous
best friend.
people. I talk to numerous wives that are married to husbands. They are great
Not
women,
satisfied.
great providers. They have a
Not satisfied.
but they might have diabetes or might have some other
Hmm.
disease, and they cannot please them in the bedroom. They tired of the licking and the toys. They tired of all that. They want the real thing, and he can't get it
Hmm.
up. There is no magical pill to make him get it up. There is no surgery to make him get it up. And guess what? They're heading to divorce court because
You
guess
better
what?
believe it.
Good sex does matter.
It does.
Let me.
you know, one of the things that I suggest to a lot of women, and we got to keep up with
So does
ourselves,
does loyalty matter?
because
Hold on,
Point to
hold
the
on,
fact.
D.
We have to keep up with our wellness as well. And Kegel exercises, we got to flex our muscles and we got to build that strength.
That's right.
Because your vagina wall should be able to clap and you can come without him.
That's right.
And no matter what his size is, squeeze him. Squeeze yourself together and get yourself together.
Listen, they
So
tired of
you finna double work yourself. You finna double work yourself to death.
they
Hey,
are
if
Because you
that's
tired
the
like
of
man
the
you got, if that's what you got,
listen,
and that's
Juicy,
what you with,
You miss what the lady said. She said these men are happily taking care of them, doing everything that a man's supposed to do. And the reason that they're on the verge of divorce is because they can't put no good dick in them.
so these I've counseled some women that have been married for 20 years and now they're at the point of that husband, like you said, diabetes. They taking muscle relaxers. They can't get up. Now they're not satisfied because what they used to have in a man, they don't have anymore. This is something that when you marry for rich or for poor, that's a part of marriage. Everybody gonna get old, you're gonna grow old together, and you got to start discovering ways to keep your relationship intact. That's
And
given. That's called relationship.
and after
listen,
Learn
you
you've
how
done
to
also
all of
relate.
that, it's
And
still
after you done
messy.
all of that, listen, and just like you just said, in sickness and health, he also said good and bad. So therefore, if a man is cheating on you, you're saying that I also supposed to stay in there because right now it's bad till it get good. So if you gonna accept, you gonna say, hold on, if you're gonna say sickness and health, you also know that there was good and bad first.
Well,
So eventually, if you get tired of good and bad and willing to look for a divorce, these women are tired of sickness and health and willing to look for a divorce.
I'm
don't
sick of you.
don't the Bible say if you got cheated on, you can get out? So I
It
didn't
only
sleep with my
told no
husband
no
before
no
we
no.
got
It only
married.
told a man. It only told a man that, not a woman.
Anya said, I didn't sleep with my husband before we got married, but when we did, I was like, oh Lord, I gotta teach this ninja. Eventually, he got it together.
Mm-hmm. My
My
third
third
husband.
husband. Good night. Love y'all. Love you too,
Right.
Kia. And that's the thing. Like you, when a woman has the mindset to withstand from sex, her marriage is not based on sex. So we talking about different type of women, different mentalities, and that woman
Mm,
who is waiting for her husband and not having sex, she's not looking for him to be a big dick nigga that's gonna beat it up for an hour and make her drown him. She looking for
listen,
something totally
I
different.
These women are
listen.
Christian women, saved women who still want to die for their husband. I
I ain't
see it in a
Christian.
whole different light.
I'm
Yeah,
not Christian
yeah.
and I'm not saved.
The
But
women I'm referencing, they are saved women that saved themselves for their husbands and believed
mm-hmm.
God for everything they wanted in a man that was packaged right. They could sexually please them. They talked about all of this stuff. The man say they could do this, that, and the third, yada yada yada. They talked about all this stuff. Now they 7, 10, 15 years into the marriage. They've tried everything. They went to the doctor. They got toys. They do oral sex and all that. They tired. They tired. They want
That's
a
what she.
real.
That, but that's what she's saying because they 17 years in and people gonna get old. So this what comes with the marriage. At some point, he gonna start working or she gonna start working. And don't just talk about the men because some women suffer from vaginal dryness at a certain
It's
age.
exactly. It
So
goes.
it's both parties. So
No,
if
but
they
what does this happen the second year into marriage?
well,
This
I
ain't
had
just started happening.
but that's
There's a thing called annulments.
Oh, see, now you ready to run. Now you ready to run.
but that's
Now you ready to run. That's crazy.
I
Now
need
you ready to
This
run.
her.
happened.
but
No, baby,
Look,
they
I
that's
want
lied.
everybody.
listen, that's
That you
Nicole is
ready
for the
to run.
people.
You
that's
ready to
Nicole is
run.
for the people.
but that's
Nicole is
Just
for
a,
the people.
just a minute you wasn't.
Not ill for everybody. But
Okay,
I'm
but
expressing to you why women think the way they think, because there's
listen,
so many
y'all,
different mindsets out there.
And that
We
clearly shows
all
listen,
don't want the
like
same thing.
that clearly shows now
listen.
why a lot of women get
Then we
married.
had a
They're
flip
not looking for
side.
the love, they're looking for the package, they're looking for the money, and then that's why a lot of people end up in divorce because they're not satisfied. They marry for the wrong reasons. That's one of the things that causes divorce, the sex. One of the main things I believe.
That's
And
why. That's why you need to get used to what you're getting before you decide to say I do.
I agree, and that's why people having sex before marriage. They don't want to take their risk to marry somebody and they're not good in bed. That's one of the
And that's
Exactly.
why you should be
that's
You
one of the
equally
reasons
yoked.
why
That goes
they
back to what
you're
I
gonna
said.
cheat. You're gonna cheat.
You're gonna cheat.
I got two videos to show, and then we're gonna let everybody tell about their brands and their businesses and how to reach them. But check out this video right here. This is called "Expectations of Women."
If a man can't spend $75 or $100 on a first date, he just
Okay, a little different take from politics. I'm going to tackle this whole modern feminization. Ladies, let me tell you something. I'm going to give you a little story time. I met my husband on a chance going to New York visiting my sister, okay? Freshly divorced, had a 3-year-old son. And I met this man, and you want to know what our first date was? A cup of coffee. Best $5 cup of coffee I ever got. And I'm going to tell you, in June of this year, coming up, it'll be 18 years. I am fully convinced that these women like this modern feminists, are going to be 60 years old, living in a single wide with 50 cats, still thinking that men are the problem. Ladies, y'all need to figure out what you want. 1 minute, you want men. The next minute, I don't need no man. I'm a boss babe. Yes, queen. Like, you're just throwing out red flags everywhere. And second part of that is, your social media has nothing but red flags all over it. So if a man in today's society, which everything is swipe, 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 apparently, with these dumb dating apps, you guys put you who you are all over your pages. And all a guy got to do is go look at your social media and go, yeah, no thanks. It's a complete red flag-a-thon going on with this whole modern feminist shit. 1 minute you want them, 1 minute you don't. How many videos do you see on this app of interviewers walking up to women going, do we need men? We don't need men. Men are stupid. Women power. We can do everything. You know, the last time I haven't seen many roofers on the road that are women. Men in this country make this country go around. And I mean, do all the jobs that women wouldn't be bothered to do on any given day. Our police, our military, our fire, our construction workers, our welders, our plumbers, our blue-collar men, our farmers, ranchers, all of that. I'm not saying women can't do these jobs, but the majority of them are men. And I tell women that I know that are single that always ask me, where the good men are. I'm like, you want to know where they are? Because you guys have a long list of expectations of has to make a certain amount of money, has to have a right car, has to dress a certain way, has to have a certain house. But what are you bringing to the table? Are you matching that energy? Or are they just supposed to shower you with gifts and love and attention, and just because you happen to show up in front of him one day? Because it's not that. You go up and ask a couple that's been together for 50, 60 years, what's the secret to it? You want to know what their answer always is? Friendship, laughter, communication, give and take. That's what comes down to a good, solid relationship. And I'm going to tell you, ladies, you want to know what guys that are constantly getting looked over are our blue-collar men. And I'm going to tell you from experience, these blue-collar men are the best husbands. And I'm not saying all of them. I'm sure there's plenty of bad dudes out there too. But I'm going to tell you, a good blue-collar man is where it's at. These men work their fucking asses off to get you whatever it is that you need. And I'm going to tell you, they're the best dating you possibly can. And they may have a little belly. They may have a little bit of a love handle. But are you a certain 10? Are you shredded? Because what you're bringing is what you're getting. That's how this works. Your guys' expectations are way up here, but you expect these men to just fawn all over you. But like, what are you bringing to the table? I'm going to tell you, when I met my husband, I was a little nervous because I make more money than he does. I'm a lot more financially secure. And a lot of guys are a little inferior of that. And you know what? He wasn't. But I am going to tell you this. This man is the hardest working man I have ever met. And anything that I need or want, it is done without a second guess. That man still opens my car door. He still holds my chairs out. And if we're walking down a sidewalk, I know which one side I'm going to be because his mother taught him that. And that's what I'm going to be teaching my son. Manners. You want to know where it starts? It starts with a good $5 cup of coffee, a good talk, communication. And listen, y'all know I'm a pretty feisty female, and listen, we fight good, but we also communicate and we talk through the good, the bad, and the ugly. And June, like I said, it's going to be 18 years. I firmly believe that modern feminists in social media has absolutely dissociated yourself with actually what men are looking for. And men have zero interest in this modern feminization shit. They see it and they're like, no, thank you. What they're wanting is a female that's going to be their ride or die, that's going to respect them and stand next to them. That's what they want. And I tell you, you give that, these men will give you everything that they got and then some. Okay? But this is like, I keep seeing this over and over and over again. And these women, there's nothing wrong with being a boss babe. Listen, I've made a good living for myself for many years, but you know what I do? I respect him. He doesn't have to make the same kind of money that I make, but I respect the living shit out of my husband because that man will do everything in his power to make sure that my wants and needs are taken care of. And I mean, I could be on the side of the road and he will drop everything to come and make sure that I'm okay. And you want to know what I do in return? Encouraged him to go to school to become a firefighter, encouraged him to train for a lieutenant, encouraged him to open his first small business, which right now he's fucking killing it being a welder. So that is what we do. I support him. He supports me. That man built 2 of my 3 businesses for me. So ladies, what I'm going to say is this whole modern feminization that you just feel like these men just need to give. What are you bringing to the table? Because a good, solid relationship comes with becoming friends first. And that's really it. And taking that $5 cup of coffee. It's not always about the money. Well, is he treating his son good? His kids good? Is he treating his mother good? These are qualities that you should be looking at, not how much he spends on you on a first date. So talking about setting the standards here, what are you bringing to the table? Because I'm going to tell you, this new age of modern feminism, men don't want any part of it. And I promise you, they don't want any part of it. They're wanting someone that's going to stand by their side and support them and lift them up and be there when their strength is lacking and be the actual queen to the king. My husband is the head of my household. I don't care if I make more money than him. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. He is the head of my household and he busts his ass every single day to make sure that I am taken care of and my son is taken care of. And they don't want this modern feminism shit. Because at the end of the day, no matter what you're telling yourself in your mirror, these men are just as important as we are, if not more important, because they are literally have the jobs that make this world go around. And if you're looking for these big, flashy men with the big trillions of dollars in the bank that got 18 models next to them, they're obviously someone that's going to want to settle down for the things that you want. I'm telling you, you want a good husband? Go find yourself a good blue-collar man, because in my opinion, those are the best ones out there to go with. So I find this really sad that a lot of young girls are being led down this stray of, well, if he's not spending $100, $200 on your first date, he's not worth shit. I'm going to tell you, 18 years later, that $5 cup of coffee was the best decision I ever fucking made in my life. Okay? So take the $5 date. You never know what's going to come in the end. And I'm going to tell you, they don't want none of this. They don't want this modern feminization at all. It just says red flag to them. Okay? Don't listen to people like this on the internet, ladies. I'm telling you right now, it's a give and take. A good, solid relationship is a good give and take relationship. And how he treats people around him is how you should be paying attention to it. Okay? And for all the blue collar men out there, I see you. I see you. Good talk.
Grown women know that.
Yeah.
But she a cheater. All y'all blue collar men out there, I see you. And she probably
Yeah.
only have eyes for one man.
Speak that thing, white lady. Speak that thing, white lady.
All women know this, though.
But they don't. All women don't act on it.
And women, and I do
And some
feel
men
that the
don't
women
deserve
who
it.
have their, I feel that they do.
Yeah. I feel that
I feel
women
they
do
do.
know, but if they do go online to make whatever content, they're going to do what people want to hear just to get the
Yes.
views. It's the
Yes.
same thing with
Yes.
relationships. People are posting, they're not really happy, they're not in love, they're not committed, they're not dedicated to their relationship. They're just posting just because that's what people want to see. That's the status that
Mm-hmm.
they want to be on. So she probably knows better. She knows what she needs to do and what needs to be done. But hey, maybe she wants to go viral. She wants people to hear what is trending and what everybody wants to hear. So she just made that comment.
I would say this. I would say this. Most women, there are a bunch of women out here besides that one. I'm talking about black, Spanish that are saying these same things. If we would have been able to go into her news to look at her comments, I guarantee her comments were filled with women going in there bashing her, telling her she's a pick me, that she's this, she's that. Because, like she said, modern day feminists, don't want this to spread. That hold on, baby, you gonna eventually get old and your beauty is gonna fade and your look is gonna change over time. And you want somebody that, and just like she said, most women are after that 1% of men in the top 3 to 5% which making money. That's what they're looking for. I'm not saying women on here. I'm just saying that most women from ages of 18 to 30 are definitely chasing that 5%. And then what they're not realizing is when all of you are chasing the 5% of men that has that status, because only like 10 to 12% of men in the United States of America are millionaires. Only 10 to 12% of men in America are millionaires. So if everybody is chasing the millionaires and the billionaires, that means that you eventually are saying that you're willing to share a man like that because it's more than just you that's going after him. He has way more beautiful women to pick from than you.
To me, what you possess, that's what you should require. If you're a millionaire, you should be looking for a millionaire. If
Yes.
you making minimum wage, baby, they don't on your level. They on your
So
level.
so hold on, you're willing to miss an opportunity at your love that you need in your life, saying if you're 100,000 there, but the man that you're looking for is a 40, $50,000 man a year, you're willing to sacrifice your happiness because you're
Now,
not even looking at him. You just said I'm not even looking at him because he needs to date his financial class.
but getting to know a person, you will know if that person has the potential to be there.
Yes.
Hold
If
on,
he don't
we
have the
gotta
potential
discuss.
and he's fine where he's at, then I
Yes.
We
don't
got
know. I might
Hold
not
on,
want him.
Legacy.
I don't know because
Hold on,
I done
Legacy.
had that struggle love before. I don't want it no more.
Hold on, Legacy.
Damn.
She just confirmed something I've always said.
I
Women
know.
women see the potential in the man.
Mm-hmm.
Men
Mm-hmm.
are men are visual. Men see you for what you are now.
Yes.
When
Mm-hmm.
men, when
But you
men
got to
see
have that work ethic too, not just
listen,
Mm-hmm.
potential.
He
man,
happy he's happy.
listen. When a man see a woman, he see, oh, she's a bad bitch. She's fine. She's cute. She look good. She's thick. She got pretty hair, nice nails. She love her kids. She's cooked. She clean. He see her for now. He's not looking at her saying, damn, maybe if I get her, take her to the gym and lose 20 pounds and she'll be all right. Or, damn, maybe if I put her on my dental plan and get her teeth fixed, then she'll be all right. See, he don't see the potential. He see her for
But
what
I've
she
heard
is.
men say stuff
Right.
like that though.
So men
We're
are
not saying all men. We're not saying all men
Oh,
that don't look like, but we're talking about the grander scale of men. When they see a woman that they are attracted to, they are attracted to her at that place.
so
The only thing,
men are visual. Now, women,
Yes.
on the other hand, like I said, women can see a man and say, if I put him on my dental plan and get his teeth fixed, he gonna be all that. Listen, hold on, listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. Hold on. If I introduce him to my daddy who owns a business and get him a job with the company, he'll have an income. Um, if I just motivate him and get him in school and get him a trade, so if I get his haircut, take him down to cousin Carl and get his haircut. So women, they see the potential and they create the man that they want. So in a month or two, he gonna be the man she wants. He ain't it now, but he gonna be it in 60 days.
but does
mm-hmm.
that last if you
Hold on.
do
And
And
something
some
like that?
cases
women,
it do, and some it
if
don't.
it take longer than 60 days for that man to get where he's supposed to get to be for you, he ain't the one.
So again, it's proven.
60 days. Don't go no
But
longer.
see, but let's use juicy analogy right there. Let's say that this man sees a woman and she's pretty. And he sees that, you know what, like Tony said, maybe if she lose 45 pounds, she'll be the size that I like. So in 60 days, I ain't saying lost 45 pounds. You need to say, fuck that bitch. That's what you just said.
But you know
Instead of
what?
saying,
Guess
hold on,
what?
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Instead of saying,
Hold on.
instead of just saying, instead of just saying, I see that she
Legacy.
done lost 20 pounds.
Pause, Legacy. Let's go toe to toe. Because what she said was, she see that man, she gonna do. Tony said 60 days, work with him. And if he don't get to that point in 60 days, so if you see a woman and you like her and you want her to be a certain way, give her 60 days, put in that work. And you can lose
Uh-huh.
45 pounds in 60 days. You
Listen,
can tone
listen,
it up.
listen,
You can get, and so
listen.
guess what?
And guess what?
But if
And
you,
he
but
can do but if she don't, I'm
hold
not
up.
kicking. If she don't, I'm not kicking her to the curb because I want that for her too. So if
That's
I
right.
see that
But
she's
that's
lost
on
15, if I
you.
see that she's lost, but that's what you said. You the one changed it to this. Kick his ass to the
Yes.
curb. So
He
I
said
said,
60 days.
would it be the same
You know
scenario?
why? You know why? I'm the reason why why I say I agree to the 60-day and I say cut it off and don't go is because if that's your boundary, then stick with it. Now, if you
So
want to give
again,
30, if you want to give
she
90
said,
days, if you want to
if
give
she said,
120, don't go
if
no
she
longer.
said, listen, don't go no longer, but that's why I said the same thing you said. I didn't say 80. I said in 60 days, if she's still a fat fuck, then I
If
need
you
to,
put in the work, if you put in the
I
work
don't have to
to
put
help
in
her,
the work.
hold on,
I don't have to put in the work.
legacy. The whole point that Tony said was that she put in the work to help the man.
I got her a gym membership. That's me
So
putting in the
you ain't
work.
gonna go to the gym with her?
No. She didn't walk with me to the job interview.
Hold up, she ain't the one who wanna lose the weight.
But
Oh my
you
God.
She
know,
wanna lose the
you're
weight.
changing. You see how
I'm
she
gonna tell you.
and guess
I'm
what?
gonna tell
He
you.
want to
I'm
stay
gonna
at
tell you.
$50,000. He
Let me
okay at
tell you.
$50,000.
Let me tell you about Juicy. You want me to lose the weight and you don't go to the gym with me? You ain't gotta wait 60 days. Nigga,
And
hard pass.
if you take my hand and walk me to the interview and root me on from the front counter, then you want me to get a better job.
When it comes
I'll be in
down
the
to that,
gym.
a person
Oh,
have to want it for themselves. You
They
can
have
tell
to
them
want it
Yep.
for
all
themselves.
you
That's
want.
right.
If they don't
Yep.
want it
That's
for
let
right.
me
themselves, then it's
let
not
me
gonna work.
say this.
And
I
that
agree with
was
Mr. Brown about what he said. The women, what did you say? The women are the men are visual. They see what they see for right then and there, and then we see for the long haul, and we are willing to invest in the man, like Sister Author LaQuisha said, if they have potential. I don't believe that it should be a time frame, but agreeing with Miss Juicy, if that is a thing that you want to give them, I'm gonna give you so many days or weeks or months to get yourself together. That's what we ride with. But if not, I feel like if I take the time to say I'm gonna invest and I'm gonna push this man because I want this man, I'm gonna be there for as long as it takes. But
Darlene,
Exactly.
Darlene,
yes,
Potential with the work
Darlene,
ethic, because many
Darlene,
die with the potential.
a job give you 90 days to prove yourself. If not, you are fired.
Yep.
that's what I'm saying.
and
I'm
and
saying
and,
so.
With
and
no
I'm gonna tell
reason
you,
at that. They don't got to give you a reason. You out the
Yeah,
door.
that's so. If it's a
So,
time frame, then
baby
yes.
doll,
If
baby
that's what
doll,
you guys agree to, a time that's different.
baby
But
doll.
Right.
I
You
I
yes,
said
hear
that's right.
you, and
you said however long it take. No, because it ain't no. It should take no
it could
year,
take
2 years.
forever.
You have
I
90
ain't gonna
days.
wait no year. I ain't gonna wait no year because I ain't gonna even waste my time. Because if I don't see what I'm looking for in the first few months, I ain't got time anyway.
Like
I'm
90,
In
90
a
days.
few
yeah,
months,
I
two
agree with
months
it.
is
I'm just
60 days. Two
yeah.
months is
So
60 days.
and another thing, like with the men too, like they look. And I told my one of my kids that is they y'all look at these women because they so y'all put together what y'all think y'all like, and they not even what it's all about. And some of us women we pick the man based on the same thing. He look good. He got a nice car. He got money.
He
And he
wear
got
nice
mommy,
shoes.
and he nice teeth, and he got mommy issues, and go upside your head,
Yep.
and all this other stuff. So it's like it give and take. We got to figure out, like one of the ladies said, what we like and what's best for us. And sometimes we don't
Exactly.
always make the right decision, and we get
Yes,
caught up
ma'am.
in the mess.
Yes,
So
And,
ma'am.
and that and
yeah,
that was when and that was the reason why I said stick to your time frame.
Yes.
Because if what you're doing is putting in the work to have what you feel is best for you, and
Mm-hmm.
that is you see the potential in this man or
Yes.
you see the potential in this woman. I feel weight loss is something, if a person is of their body weight legacy and they happy where they are,
Put the
and
work
you're the
in.
one who wants, and
Put
they're
the work in.
happy. No,
No. I just said the same thing about this man being happy at $60,000 a year. This woman, the author said, if she see potential in him and she wants him to elevate, but this man is happy in the spot he is of making $60,000 a year. If he's for her, then you can't turn around here and say that I need to give her some more time because she want to be fat and it take a little bit more longer. If we're going to stick by the rule, then stick by the damn rule. Don't go to
legacy.
But
God,
the
man.
fatness drove
But
You
drove
mixing
weight
her.
up.
She
loss,
she was fat.
weight
You
loss is
mixing up the comment.
weight
I
loss
was
is a little
commenting
different.
on what
No,
Tony
no, guess
said.
what? Hey, guess what? Well, let's talk about it a little different. Let's talk about it a little different, right?
Yeah,
Let's
weight
say
loss
a
is a little
man.
different.
Hold
It's
on,
a little
hold on.
different.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna show you something. Everybody, I just said this earlier. Everybody come from a different mindset and a different
Yes.
training of life. So
Yes.
the person that you're with may not have what the exact education at the moment within the time frame that you're talking about. But if this person may have got somebody to push him or her for a year, this person may can evolve into the person that you're because your time frame that you have put on yourself and on God or for a person, then you're gonna miss it when he do transform. So let me say this to you. As a man or a woman, if a person, if this man is not whooping your ass, this woman is not mistreating you, and they are trying, why would you put a time frame on when it's like an employee, just like Tony said a minute ago. A job will give you 90 days because some people learn hands-on, some people learn from computers and they're not hands-on. So at the same time, in that time frame, what is it that you're looking for? Are you looking to see that, guess what? He is picking up on it because he's a more hands-on person. She is picking up on it because she's more computer literate. You can't put a time limit on growth because everybody don't grow the same. So
I
therefore,
agree.
if by the time you kick that person out and go to the next person, you don't fuck two different dudes in that time frame. So when that 2 months pass by another 60 days and he ain't got it together, guess what? You fucking somebody else. You don't fuck 8 people in a year. Trying to
That's
trying
why
to
I
find
said
trying to find six
potential with
Okay.
work
months.
ethic.
Now
Potential with
may I
work
say something,
ethic.
please? Legacy.
Ooh, legacy. Jesus.
Tony was speaking about men and women and the potential and what they were going for. And he said the women, when you're putting in and pouring into these men that you see potential in, he is the one who said 60 days. I'm just co-signing like hype man to him, not saying that this is what you should do. And I said, if you gonna set a time frame, stick to it. Don't bend because
But
you need to hold on.
I want to ask a
I
question.
hushed.
Mm-hmm.
I hushed the
I got
whole
I
time.
did
You
I
went on
did
your
I got quiet.
whole rant.
I
Okay.
got quiet.
Okay. And I still firmly believe that boundaries are very important in every relationship. And if you got a man that you see potential in and you gonna work with them, if they ain't got the mental capacity because they ain't learned the same, then guess what? Like you disagree that you got to put in the work by going to the gym. You got to put in the work by teaching them how to read, how to write, how to get to the level they need to be if that's what they desire. Because if they
I agree.
don't, you fighting a whole dead battle because ain't nobody gonna learn shit they don't want to learn. And that's why I say if you working with
They have to
someone
want it.
and in 6 months you see, I mean 2 months you see they not even trying to, you done taught them 5 + 5 is 10 and they keep bringing you six. Leave the motherfucker alone.
Period.
And Kate, if I notice if I'm walking with this woman every day, and every day we
Nah.
get finished walking the exercise and she go get a whopper, Leave her
Leave
ass
her alone.
alone.
Yes.
I
Now
have
she
a
say,
question.
Hold
I'll
on.
have some
Hold on.
I,
lemonade to
Mary, I have a question.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, hold on. Go ahead with your question.
So,
Legacy, are you too close to the mic?
I
so
got
if
on
you
that's just
headphones.
if
legacy.
you walk
I got on headphones and it's a little bit different. I got on headphones, baby.
all
Okay.
right, so
I'll mute. I'll mute.
if you walk with the lady every day and she go get a Whopper, but she's still getting down to the weight goal, you still leaving in 30 days or 60 days?
Listen, if I invest in something, man,
Yes.
and I see the potential, I
Hmm.
know that it takes time for someone to change their eating habits. I
Yes.
know that it takes time for someone to understand that I'm just not calling her overweight. I'm trying to do something for her life, trying to do something for her health. If I'm gonna invest in it, if I decide to date a heavier woman and I see something and I know that she could look a little bit better, once I invest myself, I'm in it. I
Okay.
don't have a time limit as long as when I come home from work and I say, baby, let's go on and go walk, and she said, I'm ready. If I come in every day and I gotta motivate you to get your ass off the goddamn phone and off the tablet and off the computer, I'm already done motivating because when I get to, you know what time I get home. So you should already have your shoes on and your stuff together and not beat me at the
Absolutely.
door.
I agree.
I have a
Absolutely.
I
question.
agree.
What
I
if
agree with that.
what if what if she every time you said, babe, come on, let's go walk, she got up, ready to walk, ate everything you told her to eat,
Mm-hmm.
and was doing everything you wanted her to do. But the
Mm-hmm.
moment you couldn't do it with her, she ain't do it.
Then
And then
that
you
would be the
ask her,
same.
yeah,
That would be
Huh?
the same thing that you said about the dude that you don't work with all week, showing him 5 plus 5 is 10, and every time you get there, that motherfucker telling you 6. I gotta go because you bullshit. So we've been doing it for 2 months, and the day that I can't go with you, you still not motivated to walk down to the stop sign and walk your big ass back.
Then
You
you
but
doing
won't
this
walk.
to you doing
then
this to keep me.
they
You
would
doing
Don't
this to
even,
keep
definitely
me
do that.
happy.
That's
Yeah.
right.
don't even know how to tie my shoe to get here, man. What you talking about? Them donuts look
Listen,
while I
ladies,
have my
but be,
coffee.
listen, ladies,
But
I'm
I'm
being
doing it
serious
for
on this
you,
one.
babe. But
No,
I'm
don't do
doing
it for me. Do it for your health so you can stay here with
That's
me.
right.
That's right.
So listen, this is what I
and
want to
guess
say
what?
about the topic that Tony said a minute ago. About we are visual. Men are visual. A man who loves his woman, and when he got her in that place, if he married a slim woman, he married her because that's what he liked. Now,
Yes.
and, I'm a person that if let's say I had a slim fitted woman and she gave me 3 kids, if she put on some weight and she done bought 3 children for me, I still see that slim woman because I know the weight that she put on was because she was giving the life that I was producing in her. So I don't see her as a fat woman. I still see her in a slim state because I know she only got that weight because of me. But if I got even when men marry heavier women, they already made a choice that they love that woman in that spot. They don't go into that thinking, well, she big today, and tomorrow I expect her to be a size 3 in pants with a halter top and her stomach ain't over her belt buckle. We don't go into that like that. Women go into it, being for real, women go into it to see a man who's already stable. He already has a 2 bedroom house because he has probably a child or two outside of y'all relationship before you. Women go in there and say, okay, he been working for the city for the last 15 years. He got a 401k and he's good with his hands and he can do electrical work. Y'all go in there talking about, baby, won't you when you get off work, take on the electrical class to get a certificate so you can become an electrician? Baby, listen, I already been 15 years in the way I'm at. I only do electrical work around my house so that we don't have to pay somebody else to come in here and do this shit. That save us money that way. But this woman want her husband to get a business because the status looks better, more income. But he's saying with my 50 or my 70 and your 80 or your 100, we're almost at a $200,000 a year income. But most women don't look at their income the same with their man. They look at his income and they say, this is mine. My income is mine. Instead of saying this is our income as a whole. Y'all don't even put all y'all money on the table and say, baby, this what I bring to the table. This what you do. I put $5,000 a month away for a rainy day, and most of y'all hide y'all goddamn money. Y'all don't open up and tell this man when y'all get married that y'all done already saved up $300,000 before you got married. But just to show this bank account, that statement coming to mail and you get that bitch, you opening it.
Listen, let me show this video. Let me show this video real quick. We're trying to get out of here. Hold on.
Women do not know how to choose men. Women pick fucked up, and then their view on men is based on the men that they dealt with. So they start to view men of the world as a reflection of the men they dealt with. The small percentage of fucked up men that they chose. Women choose what they like, not what they need. This is why when you're young and you get older, you look back and go, I wouldn't fuck with none of them niggas. She just said it. When I was 18, 20, I wouldn't marry them niggas. Yeah, because you picked what you like.
So why you not married?
I don't want to be married. There's no benefit for me. Marriage for a man means zero. We benefit nothing from marrying y'all. We don't gain anything. Marriage is in the benefit of you guys. You guys gain everything. So marriage is literally security for you guys. Y'all went from the most married, the most desired, to now the least desired as far as marriage goes, and the least married.
Women's fault, or is it the
No, we're gonna get into whose fault it is, because yes, it's definitely women's fault.
Is that women choose the fucked up men, bad choices. Well, we spoke about that earlier in the show anyway.
That's true, because I think that sometime in life we like what we like, yet we don't worry about what likes us.
Yes.
And so I think I got to a point where I say, you know what? It's not about what I like anymore. I want to see what loves me more than I love it, so to speak. Because sometimes we'll be loving a person, we're infatuated, we're doing everything we can to make them happy, yet we're overshadowing their bad qualities, their negative ways, the things that we say, this will never be my husband, and I can't take him to go meet my mom, yet we still sleep with them every night and we deal with them every day, wasting our time in our life. And later on, when we look back, now we're like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I waste my time? Oh, because I liked in him. I like how he bought me flowers. Not even flowers. I like how he somewhat gave me money. I like how he somewhat laid the dick down. But yet, it wasn't what we needed.
He paid my rent. Girl, you on Section 8.
Here is true. Yeah, women just
listen.
Like what we like.
But listen, I'm gonna say this. That was beautiful. That was beautiful, and I agree with you. But I'm gonna say this: most individuals, especially women, don't like what likes them.
Yes.
Most women like what they don't. Yes, definitely. We like what we like. So the things that like us and that is for us, we will shun. Oh, girl, he ain't 6 foot tall. Girl, he ain't got no arms. Girl, he drive a Toyota Corolla out there. We like, because society and the people that we put out, especially women. See, listen, men will marry or deal with a woman that's a hoe. I can be on table 3 dudes. Hey, that girl right there done slept with me. She done slept with my brother. She done slept with my cousin. In his mindset, he say, it's just my turn.
Yeah.
But women, on the other hand, their friends, we talking about younger women that goes into older women. And some older women, their friends dictate their relationship. Because if their homegirls tell them, hey, girl, Girl, why you with that nigga right there? Cause he ain't even you make more money than us. But being at my job who makes more money than me and you, he's interested in you. Most women will fight the temptation of that for a while. Because at that moment she really do love that dude. But when that person that is around you, who you consider and value as a friend, keep telling you that you're being undervalued, that person don't know what you got going on in your house. That person don't know that you're real happy with this person. So because you're trying to keep the aesthetics and also um be in an upstanding position with your significant friends, most women choose their friends over the man that's better for them because he's not what they think is right for you. One of the
Mature,
best
you
movies,
keep them heifers out your business. That's what you do.
one of the best movies I saw
No,
that showed that. Hold on, okay. One of the best movies I saw that showed that what I just said was y'all remember that movie? Why did I get mad? But women think like a man, act like a woman.
Yes.
Remember when Taraji was crazy about Michael Ealy? Remember she broke up with Michael Ealy for him being a server, but she was in love with him. She did that because of her friends telling her that Morris Chestnut was the one for her.
Yep.
And that same thing goes on real life every day. I got a saying that I live by that an old man taught me when I was in the feds. And this man said, love who loves you
That's
Yep.
and
right.
not who you love. For the person that you love will leave you for who they love.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word.
That's what Jen just said. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very true.
you know,
Very
Jennifer.
much
I
true.
agree with what you're saying, both of you. The video with the dude though, I had some things like I still have this problem with men not being honest about how they truly feel and using women as a scapegoat to be you're the reason we don't want a woman.
Mm.
And the truth, I feel a lot of men they want a panda.
That may have to be a part
They
Or a
two.
they
man.
they looking they done found out that the ass is where it's at. And when he say
Cause the pussy had
no, when he say a woman can't benefit me, their mindset is having a child is a liability. They don't see this as an asset. They don't see a legacy. They have a whole different mindset of what they're supposed to be having. They're selfish. They're not looking for the future and what life is to bring and what they're supposed to be carrying on. They're looking at what they can have for what they enjoying. Don't nobody want them either.
Oh, hold on, Juicy. Let me know when you
He
finish, cause
need to
I'm
know
finna.
that.
No. I'm gonna say this. I can hear you, but let's be real. When most marriages end, the man loses the rights to his child most of the time. Where the child who has been in his home the whole entire time with him and this woman, the courts take that child and say the child needs to go be with the mama. Then they
I'm
take
not saying
half. Hold
this
on.
is the end. So let's say
No,
when
but that's what he's basing that
together, they
off
still
of.
staying together.
But Juicy, that's what he was basing that off of. He was talking about the ending part because it's ending a lot. So what I'm
He
saying
wasn't
is,
talking about them being married. He was
yes, he
saying
did. He said marriage.
he he said women today aren't getting married because we don't want you. Tony saying time
No,
out.
he said, okay.
Let's take that into possibly a part two because we're already 18 minutes over. The guests still haven't been able to brand themselves and tell about what they do and this and that. And I got dinner ready. And I gotta eat.
Nah, and you got
Go.
somebody who cook homemade cooking for you.
Yeah, he do.
So whose business is this?
That's me, Jen.
Go ahead and shout it out. Tell us about it.
Thank you. I have a commercial cleaning services. Um, Not only commercial, but I do house cleaning, Airbnb cleaning, vacation construction, cleaning, any type of cleaning service within your home, how big or small, office space, new construction, whatever the case may be, we are here for you. I have a team of, I want to say, 8 employees full-time, and I think I have now 3 part-time employees. So we work throughout the year, holidays. Not only do I just offer cleaning service, but when it comes to vacation homes, I also offer management services. So I manage your vacation home. So you might be a person that you just want to invest. You don't want to be hands-on. So we actually assist you with dealing with your guest service, we're concierge service, property management. So we manage everything without that home throughout. So if it's something that you don't want to be hands-on, I handle the guest contact. I take care of everything. So therefore, we make sure that you can relax, reap the benefits, and just enjoy the profit that you make from there. You can reach us. We have a website, authenticleaningsolutions.com. We always hire and we do service all the way from Sebastian all the way down to Broward County. So pretty much all of South Florida, I'm willing to travel regardless of the size. But it gotta
Okay.
I was gonna ask because I saw your phone number was a toll-free number. And so
Yes,
I
ma'am.
was wondering, did you travel and how far did you travel? So it's good
Yes.
to see you have it's South Florida. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's me. Hello. So I'm Darlene from D. Gators Kitchen, founder and owner. I'm operating out of my home right now. We offer catering. We do birthday parties, weddings, funerals, small gatherings. You name it, we do it. If you just don't want to cook and you want to have somebody cook you some good old soul food from the heart and with a little gospel in it, I'm your girl. I'm soon to be offering cooking classes because a lot of people out there that doesn't know but wants to learn, and I just love cooking and teaching people, and bringing some love from my home, your home, to my food and stuff like that. So my contact information is Facebook Gator or D Gator Kitchen. My phone number is on there somewhere. I can't see that, but and sister
1-294-3690.
Yeah.
92.
And Arthur LaQuisha made this menu for me also. So yeah.
Ooh.
I was hesitant about coming on. I'm glad I did. I had a great time, and you guys were so nice. I really enjoyed myself. So thank you.
So what
Thank
you're
you for
located?
fighting
What
through
school are
that
you located in,
hesitation.
Darlene?
I'm located in West Palm Beach. We travel for catering. The farthest I have went so far was to Orlando. So I catered in Orlando, Daytona for. We're depending on the job and the size, we are willing to travel, and it's a family owned. So it's me and my daughters. I have 3 daughters, and like I say, it's just us, and we just trying to grow from here. And also, I'm gonna say this and put this out there. Maybe somebody grab it. I am looking for an investor to help with this project, so I can get out of this kitchen and in a place. So, yeah.
Another
I have
thing
a question.
hold on. Another thing you can do also, if I may make a suggestion when you're saying about teaching classes, online classes. If you could do like either a Patreon where people you could charge, let's say like anywhere from 10 to 30, 40, whatever dollars you want to charge, but it will automatically build their card every month, a reoccurring billing, and you just go on Patreon and you would just teach classes to your Patreon viewers. So anybody want to learn how to cook, they log onto your Patreon, they pay, and it's going to build their card every month. So if I learn in a month, then I cancel my subscription. If I learn in 90 days, I cancel my subscription. But however long it takes me to learn, that's how long you got me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's going to build a card. You may want to look into Patreon or another thing. You can either have go on to Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. That's where you can find a lot of technicians.
I'm hungry.
That's I'm pouring into her. That's another place where you can find people that do
behind the stage.
Well,
no, because it's not just for her; it's also for the viewers. Other people may need this information. But and the more you talk, the longer it takes. I'm
hungry.
Go on to
Oh, now you
Fiverr.com.
hungry. You done talked all the show and you hungry now.
That part. And you can find web designers on there that's like dirt cheap. because I had my
Mm.
website built for like under $200, and or Miss Arthur with her talent, she could probably create it for you. But
Yes.
get a website created, and then you would even have a tutorial. They could log in to your website and pay a one-time fee, and you could upload videos on there teaching different things. But I'm just giving suggestions.
I
Wisdom.
appreciate it. Thank you. I wrote it down too. Thank you very much.
No problem, no
Well,
problem.
the suggestion I was going to give was
Go ahead.
I saw some affiliation going on between you and Miss Jen, because she has vacation properties that she manages, and people come into homes and they need something to eat. We
Private
can
chef.
have meal prep already there. It could be
And
included.
she
You
can
can
include that into the
offer
price.
a
Mhm.
menu,
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
you're in the midpoint from Sebastian is only like an hour and 20 minutes north. Broward, you're right there in the middle, so you can handle
Mhm.
Yes.
regional. You
Yes.
Yeah,
know,
both locations. I love it.
Another thing, Miss Darlene, the La
Yes.
Quinta Hotel on
Palm Beach
Palm
Lakes.
Beach Lakes.
Uh-huh.
And that hotel, I can't think of the name of it, but it's directly across the street from it. They have a lot of
Ramada.
seasonal workers that work in the community for like 6 months, 3 months, or whatever, but they live there,
Mm-hmm.
and they have chefs bring them food, meal preps on a nightly basis, and they pay you. So you may
Mm.
want
Change the name to studio. I mean to eight. I know you're talking about. We just did an event there. All right. There used
one
to be the
La Quinta Hotel on Palm Beach Lakes, and also the hotel directly across the street, right on the corner, right across
yes.
from that bank, right across from that bank. They both have, like I said, seasonal workers that need to eat.
Oh,
And
I'm gonna look at that. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Smart. That's me again. This is pretty much my clothing boutique. I have an online clothing boutique. I used to have a storefront as well in Jensen Beach, Florida. Um, I think when I moved to Port St. Lucie, wanted to open a storefront, and me bringing Palm Beach style clothing to Port St. Lucie wasn't the best. So now I have my online women's clothing store where I sell clothing for all type of women, regardless of the occasion, whether you want something dressy, a night in a town with the girls, date night, brunch, however, whatever the case may be, from sizes small all the way up to 3X. We offer all type of styles, all type of sizes for any and every occasion. We are online at www.cremecouture.com. Even for locally, like within St. Lucie as well as Palm Beach County, we do offer delivery services. So therefore, however people want to be able to order online, have it shipped, or you want to do local pickup, because even if I don't have the storefront, you want to be able to try the items on, you're more than welcome.
Okay, now I have a suggestion for you also. Another thing you can do also to enhance your business is, and I've seen it done with men fashions, so you can do it with women as well, is have, like, let's say, for example, let's say a girl, I don't know what size is the girl, let's say she's a size 5 or size 3, that women's sizes, so let's say she's a size 3, and or she's 36, whatever the measurement is for women, because I don't know how women measure. But then somewhere on your website, she can put in her measurements, and then every month you will bill her card, and you will send out like the outfit of the month.
Mm.
So that and a lot of men do that now with men websites, where they have a different outfit, shoes, socks, shorts or pants, jacket, polo style shirt or button down shirt, and it comes every month. So once a month they get a new outfit.
I love
Like
it.
subscription.
Yeah, like
That can be like their personal stylist based off of they got an occasion.
Yes.
So pretty much. So what if they want to be able to purchase something online, depending on whatever occasion or what they have planned? They're going on vacation. I can get all of their sets together. I like that, Tony. Thank you.
So that's an idea. Also reach out to like local celebrities. You'll be their stylist.
Yes, exactly. That'll be definitely it's a dream come true. That there.
Your local celebrity right here. Start with me. Here you go.
I know, baby. I'm ready.
The hotel that's talking about on Palm Beach Lake is Best Western, and the remodel are all on Palm Beach Lake. So it's one of those right directly across the street from the bank. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Chantel. Appreciate you. Let's see.
Yes.
I was gonna show this earlier in the show.
Oh, that's true.
Very much true.
All right, Legacy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Be quiet now because he hungry.
He's actually staying on mute. Oh boy.
I always said that because the person who claimed to be so hungry because he got food waiting on him, is doing extra stuff and cut me off in the middle of my conversation because you was hungry.
I got to give everybody an opportunity. Oh, you know.
All right, Last for Lupus Comedy Night Lux Edition is May 18th. This is brought to you by Good Place Foundation. I'm a Boss Enterprise, sponsored by X102.3 and I Think Financial. This is our second annual comedy show. You guys need to come out. It's at 2010 Avenue B. The Tiki is right around the corner from the Riviera Beach Marina. We plan to have a great time. We have comedian Felicia Warren, Slim with 2 M's, Kevin McMiller. We have our headliner, Spunky Robinson, and it's all hosted by comedian Eddie Green. We're going to have Petro performing, Tyree Music, spoken word by Prince the Poet, and we have DJ Sibo on the ones and twos. Tickets start at $40. Get them on Eventbrite.
Awesome.
All right.
That sounds like a funny.
Okay. Now
Go ahead,
we might have to have you,
Carl.
Lucretia. We might have to have you come back on another show exclusively to promote your books. But we're gonna go briefly and talk about them. Where does title come from?
I would say that it was God-given. It was God-given titles. Both books are related to each other. This is the first one, Things the Whole Taught Me. It deals with things that children see that shape their identity and from adolescence to being an adult. It deals with trauma. It deals with church. It deals with family dynamics, things we sweep under the rug and don't want to deal with, mental illness. You can find this on everywhere they sell books, Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, Goodreads, you name it. And this is the second book to the first one, which is Raped by a Prophet. This is the second one. I'm sorry, the second one is Raped by a Prophet. This is the sequel to Things a Hoe Taught Me. And it's actually breaking down the different hoes that was mentioned in the first book. So this is the life story of one of the hoes mentioned in the first book.
You mean there's different types of hoes?
Oh, there's different types of hoes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Different area
All
codes.
area codes.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys read the book, any of you, but I read both books. But I told Arthur LaQuisha should have warned me, Raped by a Prophet. I had to actually go into prayer after I read that book. Yes, is that deep? And it's like you would be. That's how
it is very deep.
Why you didn't tell me I needed to pray before I opened this book, but I had to go directly into prayer afterwards. But those are some good books, and some things are in there that we know from we saw in our own family, but nobody talks about. They are in the book. So if you don't have it, make sure you go read it.
Okay, because yeah, I'm gonna have to get it because I like a good old nasty reading.
Oh, it's in depth. I've had someone tell me that it's like you're inside of the author's head. It's like you can touch, you can feel, you can see. So yes, great book. Get it.
And you said, okay, I'm gonna get them order them off of Amazon because I too am writing a book, and actually Legacy. I just found out that I'm gonna go through AI, artificial intelligence, to write this one last section in my book. So my book will be coming out real soon as well. I'm working on that.
Awesome.
But there's my book.
Okay. Oh, it's also available on audio for those who don't like to read.
My book will be coming out as
Okay.
well.
Thugs
Thugs
and
and Homeboys do it
homeboys.
too.
Ooh, that's gonna be juicy.
Okay.
So this
I
book gonna
like
have
that.
y'all gonna have to change y'all panties when you finish reading it.
Oh, that's
All
gonna be
right.
juicy.
They're just gonna be wet.
Ooh.
Okay, I see you.
But Legacy, my brother,
He
it's
hungry.
your turn. Go ahead and close
What?
us out.
All right, y'all. I want to just thank all the ladies and Donovan for participating tonight. This has probably been one of the best shows we've had in like
A
while.
long time.
I would definitely have to put this in that, and I would definitely have to put this up there, one of my top favorites. And we've been going for almost 4 years now, and you ladies were not shy about expressing the wording and things like that, because we don't sugarcoat shit on here.
Okay.
But definitely having you ladies on here, you guys are definitely my favorite as of right now. We definitely would love to have you guys come back again on certain topics, because we see that all of you can hold your own on here, and I appreciate that. Want to just give thanks for Tayama Donovan for coming. I know Tayama sometimes have to deal with my nephew, but then we're gonna bring out the juicy cakes in the business to let them know how they can get in contact with you. Let them know, Cake.
Of course, here every Tuesday and Thursday. We're not on Fridays anymore. 9 and 8 o'clock. ATL show. Hit me up on Facebook, Miss Nicole Purse. Instagram, Miss Beautiful. Enliventoyou.com is my website. If you have any homeopathic or health, wellness, nutrition questions, I'm here to help you. And then that's all, folks.
Well, if I ever do decide to have a heavier set woman, and I got a 60-day plan before her ass gotta go, you gonna be the first person I gotta call.
And best believe we will succeed. Teamwork make the dream work.
And if she don't, then she'll be living with you.
Oh.
No, I don't wanna.
Yeah,
I don't like strictly.
Listen, y'all.
You're the one wanting a slim chick. I like
Listen.
slim.
Oh, I listen.
I said size matters. Go somewhere. Keep what you want. Work on it.
Listen.
I gotta work on the 5 plus 5.
listen, y'all. We gonna go ahead and bring out the guy, the thorn in my side, pain in my ass. The guy that makes it possible for us to have this, to be in these ATL streets, in this ATL world. My brother, again, y'all heard him say, he wouldn't trade me for the world. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't trade him. He's a beacon of sunshine and ray to me most of the time, other than when he was just fucking up my dinner time. But I definitely wouldn't want to wake up and he's not here.
That's right.
That's the same way I feel about Cake, Tayama, and you ladies the same. We need y'all out here pushing forward with these women to change views and things like that. But my brother from another, AB, let them know.
Good evening and good night, everybody. My name is Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social medias under Anthony Brown or Anthony, the writer, or the Anthony Brown Show. And that's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So please follow my Facebook page, which is Anthony the Writer. I post stuff over there every now and then. And once the book is out, I'll be posting even more over there. That'll be like my fan page on Facebook. So definitely tag yourself over there on that page. And I ask that you could write me, call me, text me, email me with any show ideas, concerns, comments, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, whatever. I take it all. Criticisms, suggestions, ideas, whatever. My email is the Anthony Brown Show at gmail.com. My cell phone number is 561-768-3710. You could text or call me directly. and words that I live by, and so should you. And I live by it faithfully all day, every day, as you got to grind until you shine.
I know that's right. I like that.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
All
Thank you.
right, now before we get up out of here, we got to definitely introduce the great one.
They just did. They just did.
No. You're not the great one. It's right there. It's right there. I want to introduce, again, I'm Legacy the Great. You can reach out to me on Facebook. You just got to just take it from me, Huntel. You just got to take it. Y'all can reach out to me on Facebook up on the Dream Williams. My YouTube is at Legacy the Great. My email is legacyunlocked@mail.com. Cell phone numbers for business purposes only. You locked out your car in the Palm Beach, Lee County area. I can definitely get you in your car. And if you have anything of legal issues, need some non-advice, because I'm not an attorney, but I definitely can give you the answers that you need to point you in the right directions or do it for you. You can reach out to me at 229-630-7615, or you can also reach out to me at 561-907-9129. Before I get out of here, I want to say the quote one more time that some people need to hear a lot of times. Love who loves you. That's and right. Not who you love. For the one that you love, I'll leave you for who they love. And Jew Kate,
I'm here.
Let them know, Kate.
ATL, ho.
Yeah.